All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Kol Haloyim La, Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Amawan back at you with another lesson. And as always, we come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is also known as the Whore of Babylon. All right, to prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And salvation is preached unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right, which are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of. All right. And, I want to get into, these ninjas, all right, these damn niggas, and these damn flamingos, all right, these women, all right, that continue to, live in the world, man, and keep thinking that this shit is a joke, all right, and this even goes for certain women in the truth, all right, because, and I'm not saying all of them, because I know there's some sincere sisters out there, all right, we can tell through the spirit who are sincere sisters and who are not, all right, but a lot of the women that claim to be in this truth, they fucked up too, but you're just a 2/3 at the end of the day, you're just somewhat Shabbat Shalom, brother, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah, right? So the Shabbat ended on this side, but well, I believe you, where you at, brother? I think you in Cali, right? Around there, Cali time? Yeah, because the Shabbat ended out here, all right, but yeah, these women, man, and these ninjas, man, they just continue to be wicked and love being wicked. All right, but there's going to be penalties for that at the end of the day. And may Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah continue to rain judgment upon your ass, man. Because the more we look at y'all, Texas, yeah, all right, yeah, I think, yeah, y'all believe y'all 3 hours behind, right? Or is it 2? I think it is 3. All right, but you wicked ass 2/3 continue to keep being that wicked 2/3 that you are, because hey, at the end of the day, regardless, all this is going to come to pass and your ass is going to be put to death. All right. And the more you keep being wicked, the more it gives us hope that we are of the elect. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't move like that, man. We don't have that unbelief. All right. And all unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness at the end of the day. All right. So you can continue to keep being that multitude that's meant to perish in vain. All right, just like it tells you in 2nd Ezra. All right, let the multitude perish that are born in vain. And that's you 2/3, man. You 2/3 love being wicked. All right, as a matter of fact, let's start off with Isaiah. And hopefully Esau don't cut my live. He was just cutting my fucking live on the last lesson I was doing like 20 minutes ago. Which I got to redo that whole lesson at home. This is Isaiah 1. Isaiah 1 and 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. Yeah, our people don't consider who they truly are. The true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of, the true royalty of this world, man. All right, see, Esau got you fooled and blinded thinking that you are the scum of the earth, and that's what you fucking act like. You act like the scum of the earth, man. Y'all don't act like royalty out here, man. All right, and that's why you continue to be that filth in the world, man, to the point where the deed you have overpassed the deeds of the wicked, man. You're more wicked than Esau is nowadays, man, because Esau fed you the philosophies and made you think, all right, that you're the scum of the earth, okay, that you could do whatever the hell you want, and you can't, because what the Lord said, the more you create sin, all right, the more you do sin, sin becomes iniquity, man. So you pile up sin upon sin. As a matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. I'll start off with that. Well, I already started off, but let me bring that out real quick before I forget it. This is James. This is James 1 and 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has promised to them that love him. And what did the Lord say? If you love me, keep my commandments. All right. So if you're not keeping the commandments, that means you're breaking the law. And what is sin? Sin is transgression of the law. All right. You're breaking the laws that the Lord has given onto you. Yeah, man, bro. Hey, I only did a 11-minute video and he was cutting my ass off. I had a short video straight to the point, which I don't even do short videos, and he cutting my shit off in the middle of it. His sister was telling me, I'm like, what the fuck going on here? I had to do it twice, and twice they cut me off in that shit. I can imagine you, because you be going in. Yeah, you be going in. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Shalak Rayam to Shaitan, man. All right. So, going back, all right. Yeah, if you love the Lord, you're supposed to keep his commandments. But our people are constantly transgressing the law. And that's what sin is. All right. And it says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh, for Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. And see, this is what Satan does. All right. Sifting you in your mind. And this is what Esau does. He constantly puts things in front of you to lust after, you see. And then when you are lusting about it and you're enticed in it, this is how you pretty much put yourself in that position to end up sinning. Okay. It says, oh, Salaki, man, my whole page just turned. Get back to it, Salakia. Really? Straight Satan up in here. Man, Satan been messing with me this whole week, man. For the last 2 weeks. Really? I don't even want to get to the pages. Salakia, bear with me, brothers, sisters. These pages is being corny right now. There you go. They're like sticking together on top of each other. So it says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Yeah, because after you continue to commit sin upon sin, what ends up happening? All right? Ends up turning into iniquity, because that's what iniquity is, sin upon sin. All right? And our people love literally living in iniquity. Okay? So Esau is going to basically find ways for you to lust after things, man, so it could just dwell in your brain, and then Satan makes that a playground to play with, man. And he starts messing with your head and putting all these different types of thoughts in you. And because you don't have the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, you're not able to ever rebuke these demons. So these demons become stronger. They grow, all right? They leave. They come back with more, you know? They leave for a little bit, and then they tell you there's a house party in your mind, and they come back with like a fucking 1,000 damn demons to conquer you. You see? That's right. As a matter of fact, let me grab what was I just gonna bring out? Oh, that's what I want. Hosea, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is Hosea 4:1. Come on. Pages today. It's on another level right now. Hosea 4:1, and it says, right there, and then I want to get there. Hosea 4:1, and it says, one more. Yep. It says, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, ye children of Israel, for the Lord Yahweh has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth. Yeah, you see, there is no truth in this place, man. See, we bring out the truth. We have the truth. But see, that's why that it's called the remnant is going to be saved, man, because only a remnant is going to actually have this truth and take heed to it. All right. 2/3 of our people got to go. That's 66.6%. That's not going to have the truth, man. All right, 33.3% is gonna have the truth. That's a smaller number than 600, the 66.6%. You see, so the Lord sees that there is no truth in the land because everybody's caught up in the ways of Babylon, man. Everybody's caught up in the wickedness. All right, it says, "For there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai." Yeah, that's why our people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. I'll jump down to 6 real quick. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, and I will also forget thy children." So like I skipped the part. It says, "I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, and I will also forget thy children." You see? So there's no true wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in the land, man. All right, they have a zeal for God, but not according to knowledge, man. They profess to have wisdom of the Lord, right, but deny the power thereof. All right, everybody says they're Israelite, or everybody says that they know the Lord and don't know shit. Don't even know the first steps to becoming to being that true Israelite, man. I have made a post today on Instagram. You know, most of these people are Instagramites. You know, they put a show for Instagram. They show all their spirituality on Instagram, but behind closed doors, ain't none of them following that, man. And none of them know the true name of the Lord. All right. Can't just be putting a front for social media, man. You got to live according to the scriptures, on camera, off camera, every single day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, man. All right. Can't put a front. Shalom. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. So going back to Hosea 4:2, it says, "By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood." You see, that's sin upon sin. And that's what our people are based and consisted of, man. Murder, all right, committing adultery, stealing, all right. Those are the top things, man, that our people constantly do. All right, having hatred for one another. You see, that ain't according to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's word. All right, so our people are in love with being wicked. Okay, matter of fact, let me jump back to Isaiah. Isaiah 1:3 says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider." Yeah, they don't consider the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Don't consider the word. All right. And how is it that two animals, all right, can know their place, but our people don't know who they are? You know. And I know that we have been discontinued from our heritage and all that. All right, but the Lord is giving you mercy and showing you who you are now. And here it is. We constantly come out on these highways and hedges and give you the word of who you are, who you truly are, and you ignore it, man. You still want to be a flamer. You still want to be a African. You want to be a Hispanic. Okay, you want to be everything that Esau has put you to be. Okay, a nigga, a spick. All right, but the moment we tell you what you truly are, royalty, and that you're a true Hebrew Israelite, and that the Lord is here for us, you see, to deliver us out of our misery. All right, y'all don't believe it. Okay. That's right. This is 1 John 2:3, and hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. He that saith, "I know him," and keepeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. You see, the truth is not in you. It's not in you if you want to sit out there and claim that you know the Lord, but you out there eating a fucking pork chop as you saying it. You see, shit makes no sense, man. In order for you to be holy, man, you gotta walk in the steps of Yahushua, man. You gotta follow in those steps. See, the Lord left us as the Lord Yahushua left an example for us, man. Everything that he did was an example given unto us for us to follow. You see? And a lot of people think that they're really about this truth and they're ready to follow, man. But when shit really hit the fan and they start going through the trials and tribulations, man, that's when people fall. That's when people fold up like lasagna, man, because they're not ready to really take what's going on. They're not ready to take the heat, okay, that's in the kitchen. And if you can't take the heat in the kitchen, you got to get the fuck up out. You see? Don't even bother getting into this word if you're not ready to dedicate your whole entire time to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. All right? The Lord said that, man. He said it's better to, for it was better that they had not known the truth All right. Let me grab that real quick. I believe that's in I think it's Hebrews. Hebrews, I think it's like 10. I think I could be wrong too, but Hebrews 10 and second. No, it's not Hebrews 10, but I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this 10 and 26. The Lord let me over here. Right? It says, "For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifices for your sins." Yeah, because Yahushua only died one time. He didn't die multiple times for you, man. He died one time. He sacrificed his body one time. So you get one shot at this, one chance. All right. And if you go out there and you put your hand to the plow and then you look it back, man, you're done. That's you putting Yahushua back on the cross afresh, man. You basically crucifying the Lord all over again in your hands, man. You see? So he's going to require that blood back. All right. But if you hearken on to the Lord, all right, he sacrificed that blood for you. All right. And he gonna spare you for that, man. He's not gonna ask for his blood back because you did what you were supposed to do, presenting your body as a living sacrifice. You see? So it says, but a certain fearful looking, oh Salaki, yeah, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. Okay, and that's what's gonna come to you people, man, that mistreat the prophets, mishandle the word, all right, speak the word with deceit, okay, or those that just don't want to hearken on, period. What does it tell you in Second Chronicles 15:13? Whosoever shall not seek the Lord shall be put to death, whether man or woman, great or small. It don't matter, man. If you don't repent, that's the judgment that comes to you, man. All right. Again, we tell you this all the time. The Lord is not a respect of persons, man. All right. So it says, matter of fact, let me grab that other one that I want. I think it's in 1 second. Six. One second. 1 Corinthians 11. Grab my phone real quick. 1 Corinthians 11 and 27. Come on, damn, the phone gonna act up too. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and what I got here. Hold on, select here. I think I'm reading my precept over here. Bubba Kashaw, if a brother could put that on there for me, please. For it was better that they have not known the truth, they escaped the pollution. You know what? It's actually in 2 Peter's, I believe. Yep. It's in 2 Peter's. That's exactly where it's at. 2 Peter's. The water Yahawah's shot. This is 2 Peter's 2. Second Peter's 2 and 20, I believe it is. Yep. The water Yahawah's. It says, for if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord Yahweh and the Savior Yahweh HaMashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. See, so if you're going to play around with this truth, man, it was better that you don't even get involved, man. Because when you come to serve the Lord, you're supposed to turn to the Lord with all your heart, all right, with fasting, weeping, and mourning, man. It ain't no half-ass work that you come out here to do, man. The Lord take this serious. The Lord is serious. The Lord is an austere man, all right? So if the Lord is an austere man, that means he's serious about this work, man. It ain't just something to pass time. It ain't something to, tell your friends about it, all right? It's not a trend. All right, this is for real, man. This is your salvation. This is the matter of life and death, you know. So if you play around with it, death is just gonna come to you. And for you to know about the Lord and then go back into the world, putting your hand to the plow, you know, no man that put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. And if you put your hand to the plow, man, you're gonna be beaten with many stripes for not, you know, taking it serious at the end of the day. All right. So going back to Isaiah 1 and 3, it says, the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. It says a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. See, that's what our people, this is the Lord explaining our people right here, man. All right. That we're a people. All right. Let's read that again. A sinful nation. See, we're a sinful nation. It says, a people laden with iniquity. Yeah, constantly living in iniquity and sin. All right, building up sin upon sin. It says a seed of evildoers. Yeah, we have become a seed of evildoers when we were supposed to be what? We were supposed to be straight royalty. All right, but our people are no longer those that are doing the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and Lord willing, we those men. All right, yeah, we're now going back to where we're supposed to be, man. You know. We're going back into being that royalty little by little until we get up out of here and get delivered out of these bodies and we get them new bodies. All right. We're making that effort. We're rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, nobody's perfect, but you're going to rehearse the righteous acts while you on this side right here. All right. To show the Lord that you are worthy. All right. That you are to be without blame and blemish. Okay. But the rest are a seed of evildoers, man. They love being wicked. They love continually to do wicked. Okay. It says a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. Yeah, our fucking children is worse than ever, man. You can't even teach our children, all right, how to be righteous because that shit just goes through one ear and out the other. And it's because of the environment that they're constantly in. All right. All is vanity here. All is wickedness, man. So because they're still young in the spirit and all that, you know, it's easier for Satan to mess with them in their mind and lead them astray. You know, that's why the Lord do mess with the younger. You know, he does, you know, bring the word to some young brothers and things like that. But if you really look, a lot of brothers that's in this truth, man, are older brothers, man. Why? Because we have that life experience. We have experience in life. See? Because in order for you to do righteously, you have to experience that wickedness, man. You can't appreciate that righteousness unless you have done wickedly. All right. But when you're young, you're pretty much going to go off when you're young, man. And if you are blessed to be a young brother in this truth and have it, all right, and you're doing righteously, hey, man, call on like Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord dealt with you early, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord directed our steps, you see. But most of these young people, they're done out here, man. If you look at the future of our children, all right, they're just done. All right. Everything that you could just see that their future is going to be in jail, you know, that they're going to be sodomites. They're going to be, you know, harlots, the women. OK, there's like literally no hope. And because they have no they are a unfaithful nation. All right. Basically, they believe in everything else other than Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's what puts them in that predicament, man, because they don't have faith towards the Lord. All right. So let's go into finish that. And it says, a sinful nation and a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel onto anger. They are gone all the way backwards. Yeah, man, they all the way backwards. All right. And all they continually keep doing is forsaking the Lord and pissing them off more and more. You see? And that's why these niggas, all right, and these flamingo ass harlots, all right, your judgment is right at hand. And may Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua literally rain that judgment upon you, man, because y'all need to get the fucking taken out the way. See, we would have already been delivered if y'all would have just hearkened on to the Lord. But it's you 2/3 that's fucking holding us back, man, from us proceeding, from us going on. All right. So we have to sit here and suffer for it, basically. And it's annoying as hell, man, because the more we keep seeing y'all fucking 2/3 doing the wicked shit over and over, it's like, that's how you know they just, that's a demon, man. How do you do the same shit over and over and over again and do not learn from it, man? That shit just breaks my spirit when you just see somebody do that. Like, even when I was of the world, I would do something wrong and I would get punished for it, or something would happen. It would make me not do it again. But you could tell that Jake is just so off that they just keep doing the same shit over and over again. You got Esau laying the same trap over and over again, and they still fall into it, man. It's hilarious. You can't fail on that shit. All right. So it says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more, and the whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Yeah, the whole mind is faint, and especially is faint of faith. All right, they have no faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They only have faith in the so-called white man. No saca foto, papa. Nah. Esto no un show, papa. Yeah, nah, this ain't no show, bro. Si tú quieres aprender la palabra del Dios, pues ven para acá y aprende. Pero yo no soy televisión, papa. Niggas out here taking pictures and shit. See, that's what I mean. These people wicked as hell, man. They think everything is a joke out here, man. Until judgment starts happening, and then they're gonna be sitting there crying about it when their families is being taken away, their children is taken away. You know, they quick to pull out a damn phone, but none of them is quick to stand over here and ask questions. You see, quick to pull out a phone and go tell their friends, oh, you see this guy over there? He was dressed up in a dress. You know, it's nighttime and he should be out there celebrating on a Friday. He out there standing with a dress. But they won't come over here and ask, why am I dressed like this? Why are you out here at late night? You know what I'm saying? The question should be, why are you out here? What's your purpose of being here? You know? And what's our purpose to be out here? Our purpose is to be out here and warn you of the destruction that the Lord is about to bring. You know? And whether you hear or forbear, all these things are going to come to pass, man. And you're going to remember it even more when your ass is dying. All right? When your children is dying in front of you, when you got all these martial law troops running up in your house. All right? When your ass is starving from food. All right, have a thirst of no water. All right, that's when you're gonna really realize it. And when you see that man that was that was standing there with the dress on, all right, basically, and you see him walking around with flying colors without a care in the world, that's when it's gonna really hit these people like, yo, that person was somebody. You see? And we don't say that to boast ourselves, all right? Because all praises always go to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, but we tell exactly. These 2/3 are GMOs. Exactly what these people are. GMOs, test tube babies and shit. You know? They're done out here, man. Everything is an entertainment to Jake. Jake is all about laughs, man. It's all about entertainment with them. You see? And that's why when the Lord comes with his destruction, he going to entertain you. He going to entertain you real good. But see, it's not going to be an entertainment of laughs. It's going to be an entertainment of straight fucking tears out here. Okay, and I can't wait for that day. I really cannot wait for that day. You know, the shit that I be going through, the struggles I go through, the ups and downs. All right, here it is. We be trying all our heart to really give somebody some knowledge, man. And this shit just go through one ear and not the other. You know, that shit get annoying after a while, man. Because it's like nobody listening. And every brother that's in this truth, bringing out the word, and the few sisters in this truth, we all know that we feel alone in this truth, man. All right, but at the end of the day, we are actually not alone because we have the true brotherhood. We have the few sisters in this truth. We're just all over the world scattered, you know. But that's what the Lord is doing. He's bringing back together his elect. All right. This is like the only way that we stay connected is by these videos, man. By watching these videos that we constantly put out. The day that there's no more videos out here, man. All right. It's going to be feeling extra lonely out here, man, because you're going to desire to want to speak to somebody or hear somebody bringing out the word of the Lord, and you're not going to be able to hear it, man. That's why you got to take heed to it now. Appreciate what the Lord is giving you right now, the grace period, you know. But ain't nobody hearing what I got to say. I know you brothers and sisters are. Call Elohim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why we do it only for the elect. All right. At the end of the day, we care less about these fucking people, man. That's right. This is 2 Chronicles 36:16. But they mock the messengers of Yahweh and despise this word. And you ain't even despising our word because it ain't coming from us. It's It's coming from the Spirit of the Lord, you know? Straight from the Spirit of the Lord, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Zechariah 7. Right next to it, too. This is Zechariah 7 and 11. It says, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears, and that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. You see? So when we're coming out here and bringing out this word, we're not bringing it out from our own interpretation. All right, we're not bringing out the word because that's what we think the Bible says. No, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So like the brother put, 2 Chronicles 36 and 16, but they mocked the messages of the Lord, right, of Yahweh, and despised this word. You're not despising our word, man. You're despising the word of the Lord, all right? And if you even have some type of, if you even despise us, all right, how we doing? If you even despise us, well, then you got a problem with the Lord. Don't take it out on us. Take it out on the Lord. See how that shit works for you, man. It says, and despise his words and misuse his prophets. Yeah, that's all these people do is misuse the prophets. Entertainment, take pictures like we some fucking monkeys at the zoo. You know? Laugh, point. You know? Not one of these people will literally come up here and sit. We all have brothers that come up and listen to the word. And when that happens, that's like once in a blue moon. We actually get happy when we have a brother come up to a camp and listen. Even if you give our time, if you give the Lord time for 15 minutes, we happy with that, man. Because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to wake up our people. But out of, let's just say, out of 1,000 people that pass by this camp, right? Fucking none of them is gonna come, man. Matter of fact, let's grab that. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and block it. Ecclesiastes 7 and 27. It says, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher. All right. And this is talk about King Solomon, man. It says, accounting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. So you had 1,000 men that came by, and one was found worthy. And that's very rare just to find one that's found worthy. You know, it's more like you're gonna have to go through like 3,000 people and find one worthy out here, man. And then out of women, he found none. Out of 1,000 women, he found none that was worthy. You see? So look at the probability of how many people are really gonna receive the truth, man. All right? And we're the multitude. All right, ain't nobody have a bigger multitude than the nation of Israel, man. We're innumerable, man. All right, like the sand of the sea. Okay, you can't count the sand of the sea. So there's Israelites everywhere, man. But only a few is gonna be able to take this truth and run with it, man. That's why the Lord said, let's grab that real quick. Second Ezra's, what is that? 8. I believe it is. Second Ezra's 8 and it's all shit and giggles, man. Till destruction really come upon these people. This is 8 and 1. And it says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High Yahweh has made this world for many. Yeah. And if you really want to break that down, yeah, he made this world for many. You see? He made this world that's wicked and all full of vanity. He made it for you fucking 2/3. You see? But it says, but the world to come, all right, yeah, the kingdom is made for few. You see? So you 2/3 that want to continually live in vain and continually keep sinning and living in iniquity, yeah, this world is yours. You can have it all. All right, marinate in this shit. All right, but you're not going to be able to marinate in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have to come back with your head ashamed, man, with your head down. And who the hell is going to enjoy a kingdom when their head is down? You see? While we're literally celebrating constantly. You're gonna miss the whole 1,000 years that Yahawashi reigned and we reigned with him, putting these damn devils in captivity and beating their ass. Y'all gonna miss all the good part. All right? There's no life in that second death, man. See, you just there now, basically. And that's how compassionate and how much mercy the Lord has on our people. That even after you being so fucking wicked, he's still gonna give your asses a chance to come back. Because if it was up to me, I say, hell no. Y'all can't come to the kingdom. Y'all beat. You know, because you really be disrespecting the Lord on a whole nother level, man. All right. So it says, and he answered me saying that the Most High Yahweh made this world. All right. Yeah, he made this filthy ass polluted world that we live in. Because this ain't the world that was created for our sakes, man. The kingdom to come is that world that was created for our sakes. Because the Lord said in Micah 2:10 that this place will destroy you with a sword of destruction. Right? It's polluted. This is not our rest. So we never gonna be comfortable here. We hate it here. You know, we hate each one of us hate our lives in here. You know, the only part that we love is that we have the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. You know, but it sucks because we can't fully, all right, we can't fully serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi the way we want to because we have these vile bodies. And because we have these vile bodies have to go off at one point. You see? So just me trying so hard to, you know, live in righteousness, but my mind goes off and you got Satan coming to fuck with my mind all the time and try to stir me away, man. That's a battle within itself. That's a battle that's tiring, man. Ain't no battle harder than you battling your flesh on a daily basis, man. You think going to war and all this shit, and do you think that's a real battle? That's stupidity, man. That's some stupid shit. But to battle your flesh and to keep yourself going in this truth, man, that's the hardest battle of all time. That's the condition of the battle. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Since I'm right here in 2nd Ezra 6, actually 7. 56, 7 and 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. You see? So for the things that we did and the sins that we committed, all right, now we have to really suffer for it. So you're not suffering when you're living in wickedness. You're not suffering nothing. Yeah, you're going through all types of crazy shit, all right? But you're living in sin, and sin is basically what? Pleasure of the flesh. So how can you really be suffering if you're constantly living in pleasure, you know? But when you come out of that world, that's when the real game begins. What did the Lord say? He said, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Hell yeah. That's where the real battle begins, man. That's where it's crunch time and game time, you know? Because if you fall out the truth, all your works is going to be disappearing. For anybody that puts their mind to this truth, and then falls out the truth and goes back into the world, know that all your works that you ever did in this truth disappears. That sucks. All right? That's horrible. All right? So we wouldn't want our works to disappear, man. We want Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi to remember our works, because our works, our labor of love is not in vain, right? So how can you really sit there and think that you're suffering, all right, when you're just constantly living in pleasure? You think we living in pleasure? Hell no. You know, there'll be little things that we'll try to do to find some type of happiness, but that shit, it'll be something that it's not even close to the shit y'all doing, because pleasure is got to do with sins. That's what tells you that in what? Hebrews 11 and 27, that Moses chose to rather suffer afflictions with the children of Israel than to have what? Pleasures of sin for a season. You see? So it's all the sin that you're doing is just pleasure of your flesh, and it's only going to last for a little bit. That's why you continually keep looking for more and more to do, more wickedness to do, because that pleasure only lasts for a little bit. And then your ass is not satisfied, and then you want to go look for more. And now you continually put sin upon sin, you know? So it says, for while we have lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. He's conditioning us for the true battle, that spiritual battle. That's why we go through the ups and downs here, all right? We get broken down to be built up stronger and stronger every time, you see? Matter of fact, that's why the house of David is going to be what? Wax stronger and stronger. Why? Because the Lord breaks down his true men to build them back up stronger. But the house of Saul is going to what? Wax weaker and weaker. The Lord is not breaking you down. When the Lord break you down, he break you down to even break yourself down even more and more. You see? To continue to keep making, doing sin upon sin. That's why your ass ends up waxing worse and worse. But the house of David, you're going to be broken down to be built back up. We're broken down in a whole different manner compared to these people that are 2/3 and these false prophets and things like that. They don't really go through real trials and tribulations, man. We go through some serious shit out here, man, on this side. And it gets real hard to the point where sometimes you want to quit, man. But if you quit, you know that's your ass. So we don't. And YAHAWAH'S gives us the strength and strengthens us in our weaknesses. That's what the power of prayer is, man. That's why the name of the Lord is a strong tower, because that's what picks you up in those times. Okay? So it says, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life that thou mayest live. And how many of y'all really want to live out here? You know? You could just tell by your actions. Actions speak louder than words, man. These 2/3 got a long tongue. They just talk a lot of shit, but they're not really moving according to action, man. You know? Doing the will of the Lord and to the best of your ability, making that effort, that's what's going to give you your salvation in life. Because the Lord know we ain't perfect, man. The Lord know how hard the struggle is. Okay? But we got to push it. We got to push it to the limit. And speaking for myself first and foremost, you know, hoping that when I speak in these videos, when I watch them later, I inspire myself. Because remember, we're speaking through the spirit. Sometimes we don't even know half of the things we're saying until we look back and we're like, damn, the spirit was on me, because I don't remember saying that. The Lord, you know, telling me something. Your greatest teacher is yourself, man. You learn from yourself. You learn from your mistakes. All right? So going back to 2nd Ezra 8, and I'll start at 1 again. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High has made the world for many, but the world to come for few. So again, the world for many is this world right here. This is like a, how can I say it? This is like a, when you drawing, right? What do? You use a piece of paper and you get your ideas down, right? And then you just draw like a little scrap piece of paper, draw what you kind of want, but what do you do with that shit? You scrap it and you throw that shit away. Well, that's what the Lord did with this world. It's like, let me use this world to throw all the ones that came out in vain, throw them in the mix right there. Let them do whatever the hell they want. All right. But let me make sure that my remnant is good, that they learn not to be like that. So for that world that's coming, they're perfect, just like I want them. You see? So that world to come is made for us, the elect, to enjoy, all right, for believing, for trying, for giving the effort. It says, I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra's, say unto thee that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Yeah. Not everybody here is worthy to be gold, man. And here it is that you people are the gold. Matter of fact, let's grab that. What is that? Lamentations 4. Let me get there real quick. This is Lamentations 4 and I believe it's 1. Come on. You know what? I don't want to lose my, so I'm gonna have to hold my, let me grab it from my phone. Then I start losing my pages. This is Lamentations 4 and 1. And it says, how is it that the gold has become dim? How is it that the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are powered out in the top of every street. Yeah, our people all over the fucking streets, man. Those that are truly supposed to be true royalty and supposed to be the gold, all right, of this earth, they're out here in the street corners, man, acting reckless. Don't have a clue who they are. It says, the precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. Yeah. Look at our women, man. Our women are fucking finished. You know, I posted a post today on Instagram, all right? 99.5 of you damn women gonna fucking be destroyed out here. You know why? Because if 2/3 of our people gotta go, and there's more men than women, there's more women than men upon the earth, then that only means that most of these people that are gonna die is gonna be women. You know? You fucking women are man, fucking disgusting. All right? And I ain't talking about the women that's doing what they're supposed to, man. We appreciate every single one of y'all. The little bit that there is. All right? But the rest of these fucking women, y'all done. Y'all disgusting. You put a badass name on Israel, man. All right? And so do you fucking 2/3 that are men. You put a badass name for our people, man. All right? And that's why the Lord destroyed the world before the flood came, man. What he said? He said it was it had repented him that he had made man. He was pissed off that he actually made man. And imagine now, we're more evil than that time was, man. Imagine now with all this, you know, sodomites and all this shit that's going on, being like Sodom and Gomorrah. He said it was more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah to live than now. Why? Because we're like completely gone out of here, man. Worse than we've ever been. Again, overpass the deeds of the wicked. So it says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel. The ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the sucking child cleaving to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children as bread. No man breaketh it onto them. Yeah. None of these people really talking something real, man. None of them is really giving you inspiration of life. Everything you learn on this side, man, is just to destroy you. Got Jake trying to talk some knowledge, man, and all he talking about some stupid shit that's gonna lead your ass to death. You know, so our people really thirst. Our people really thirst for truth. You know, but here it is, we're giving it to you, and you walk right past us. That's how stupid our people are, man. Well, the Lord said that they are sottish children, right? Jeremiah 4:22. You know, they're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And that's all by design, man. That's why us being in this truth, hey, call Elohim La YAHAWAH'S, that we're able to wake up every day, continue to call upon the name of the Lord, man. that we're able to continue to watch these videos and keep learning. You know, that's one of my biggest fears, man. I wake up tomorrow and I don't know shit. Shit will break my heart. And even then, it probably wouldn't break my heart because I wouldn't even know. You know, because the Lord will just take his spirit and you just walk around like nothing, man. You won't remember nothing. It's almost like and what's and Men in Black, where they hit your ass with the pen. Your ass don't remember nothing that just happened. You know? Let's see what brothers got over here. That's right. Isaiah 24:11, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is dark and the mirth of the land is gone. Yeah. These people are suffering out here and don't have an understanding of why they're suffering. You know, they want answers, but because they don't hearken on to the word of the Lord, they're going to continue to keep searching for answers, man. And again, somebody else will come and tell them some wicked ass info, right? They'll come and give them some Esau philosophy and they'll listen. But the moment you go tell our people, YAHAWAH'S is your true power, you are royalty, these people look at us like we crazy as hell. Like, that's how low or that's how bad Esau has put us at the bottom, that our people don't believe that they are royalty, man. Oh, man. The moment I heard that I was royalty, bro, I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I want all that, you know, but these people are content with living their stupid little ass, wicked ass lives. All right. And even the people that you got the people that be like, well, I'm not wicked. I don't do nothing wicked. I hate that shit. Oh, you wicked because if anybody say he don't sin, he deceiveth himself, man. It's that simple. We're all born into sin. We're all wicked as hell, man. If we weren't wicked, we wouldn't be in this state of mind. We wouldn't be at the bottom, you know? But there is a crying for wine in the streets. It's going to be a crying for wine in the streets even more when the day of judgment comes, when the time of destruction is happening in front of you, when your ass is starving on the fucking floor and you can't even move your damn body no more because your body's in shock, basically, man. You see? It says, Isaiah 66:4, it says, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Yeah, see? This is why you gotta fear the Lord. Because the Lord will choose your delusions. All right? And according to your ways, he's gonna give you the fears. Let's just look at it this way. Let's just say you are somebody that hate fucking spiders or some shit. Right? The Lord will bring out the biggest spiders on your ass just to make you so scared and laugh at you, man. Because he said he's going to laugh in your calamity, man. All right? So if the Lord has the power to control your fears, you best believe you better fear him, man. Because he's going to do according to the things that you don't like, the things you are scared of, and and according to the ways that you have moved in, man. All right. It says, I also will choose their delusions and will bring out their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. The Lord is knocking on your door every single day. Revelation 3:20. I stand and knock at the door. Right? What are you supposed to do when somebody knock at the door? You're supposed to open it. All right? Unless you know it's a stranger for sure or a robber, don't open it. All right? But the Lord's knock is different from these wicked ass knocks. All right. And I always say, Jake is always so worried about police that when they hear a knock at the door, they think it's police. So they can't realize that it's the Lord knocking at your door constantly, man. But the Lord is going to get tired of knocking. And that's why that time frame is almost up. You see, that's why he said in 2nd Ezra 9, all right, because when repentance was opened onto them, they despised it. They ignored it. So now you're going to have to learn by death and pain, man. It says, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes. Yeah. That's exactly what these people are continually doing. Evil before the Lord's eyes, man. And they keep doing it over and over again. You could come by. They keep doing it over and over again. They're habitual with it. They're repetitious with it. All right, Jake don't want to be repetitious with the scriptures, but they want to be repetitious with wickedness, with evil. All right. It It says, John 15:20, remember the word that I said unto you, that the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. That's right. You see? And that's why we try to humble ourselves, man, as best as possible. Because none of us can ever be Yahawashi, man. Yahawashi is the greatest story ever. It's like, not even, let me rephrase that. All right? That's not a story. That's real life. All right? But Yahawashi's life was the greatest thing that ever happened on earth, man. That ever happened for us. Okay? And nobody could compare to that. So if they persecuted him, which was our creator, okay, and had control of all things, and he had to go through it, all right, you know they're going to persecute us. And we're persecuted every day. You see? Yahawashi is not on the scene and we're being persecuted daily. Okay? Imagine if Yahawashi was back today. How would they persecute him? You know? Because the persecutions back in the day was different from the times now. Shit is more, you know, more upgraded, you know. It says they have also persecuted you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours. Yep. This is, oh, I see what the brother had. Yep. Let me read this again. This is Isaiah 66:4, and it says, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye that tremble at his word, your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to you, to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. That's right, because at the end of the day, everybody here that didn't believe, you're going to be confounded. You see? And as a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. This is First John 3. First John 3 and so all these niggas want to be thugs. Half of these niggas cornballs. This is First John 3 and 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and it does not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, and we shall see him as he is. You see? It says, and every man that has this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. You see? So when the Yahawashi come back, man, right? When Yahawashi come back, Yahawashi gonna be glorified first and always be glorified. But we're gonna be glorified with him, man. We're gonna be joint heirs with him, man. So we're definitely gonna be glorified with him. Because everything that we said came to life because of Yahawashi, man. And because we believe, that's why we're going to receive that crown. That's what we're striving for, that crown. That eternal crown that nobody can ever take off your head, man. Tailor-made, fit to your head. All right? It's like you're going to be able to sleep with it. You know, it's going to be attached to your head forever. And that's why we go through the humility on this side. It's humility before honor, you know? We have to go through the humility for us to be honored later. And again, we're not going to be honored above Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, all right? But we are definitely going to be glorified, man. All right? So it says, let's see what we got here. This is Ezekiel 37:9. It says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Yeah, and that's what we do. Whether these people here or not, man, we'll prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy unto the destruction, because wind represents destruction. So just us prophesying and nobody hearing, that destruction, them words of destruction is going out throughout, is echoing throughout the whole entire earth right now, believe it or not. It might not be echoing in these people's ears, but the Lord taking those words that we're bringing out, he making sure that it's being heard everywhere. Okay? Matter of fact, spiritual. These words that we're bringing out, right, of destruction are echoing out throughout the world, right? Why? Because we're speaking to the internet right now. So at the end of the day, whether these people are not hearing, somebody on the internet gonna run into this video. Somebody gonna hear these words and hearken on to them. So at the end of the day, we are prophesying onto the destruction into the wind, and these words are going straight up into going up to the heavens, man. You see? Because when you go into the firmament is the heavens. You got the 3 levels of heaven. You got earth, which is the first heaven. Then you got the firmament, which is the second heaven. Third heaven, which goes into the spirit world. You see? So these words are going to be heard regardless, man. So it says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say unto the wind, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, come from the 4 winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain. And that's what we're doing. The Lord, having the spirit on us, we're breathing upon the slain. Because why? These people are dead. You see? These people are dead. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Right? But us bringing out this word, which is the breath of life, all right, we're breathing, all right, on these dead bones, and we're waking them up. Okay? It just happens to be that some of these will wake up and then fall back down to the floor. Them bones ain't strong. They ain't got enough milk in their bones. It says, slain, breathe upon these slain that they may live. And yeah, we're in hopes that they may live, man, at the end of the day. Because believe it or not, all we do want you 2/3 to wake the hell up. But y'all so fucking stiff-necked that after a while, it's just like, man, I'm sick of y'all. We sick of y'all. All right? Because it's like, how many times do we got to repeat ourselves over and over again? How many times do we got to sound like a broken record on a daily basis, man? Like after a while, when somebody hear a broken record, somebody gonna go change the song, or somebody gonna go see what's wrong with the radio. Y'all don't even do that. And we just saying the same thing over and over and over again. You know? Shalom, brother Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah. Brother Azan. Yep, 2 Ezra 8:3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. Plain and simple, man. All right? Hella people created on this earth. Why you think there's like 8 billion people on earth today, man? The Lord brought all them spirits back. Because at the end of the day, every eye gonna see him, man. Every eye shall see Yahweh when he make his return. Okay? Even those that are dead, they're gonna see him too. If you were wicked and you're dead, oh, you're gonna be risen back up just to see Yahweh return, man. And then catch a missile. All right? This is Amos 9:10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Yeah, and you got a lot of people in that mindset, man, that they think that nothing's going to happen to them. And that's because, like it tells you in Ecclesiastes 8:11, because judgment is not executed speedily, all right? Those that are wicked continue to keep doing the same thing. You know, roughly paraphrasing it. I ain't going into it right now, but it says because judgment is not executed speedily, all right, their minds are set to continually do evil. So they keep doing the same shit over and over and over again because they're not being judged for it. But not knowing that the Lord's just making your ass a long ass rap sheet to judge your ass later, Salakia. All right. But those that are doing the will of the Lord, we ain't got to worry about that. Woo. This is prayer of Azariah. 1:19, put us not to shame, but deal with us after thy loving kindness and according to thy multitude of thy mercies. Yeah. See, that's how compassionate and how much mercy the Lord have on us, man. That if you would just turn back to the Lord, he will cleanse you from all your sins. Okay, you could have did the worst things in life possible, but he'll cleanse you from that, man. And he'll deal with you with mercy, man. He's been having mercy on us this whole time. 7 captivities worth. And we still here. Should have been we should have been eradicated already. Annihilated. Should have been done. You know? I always say this, man. I don't even deserve this truth. I really don't. You know? But I'm thankful every day that I'm able to still call upon the truth, still call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, still be able to bring out this word. But if you ask me, shit, man, as wicked as I know that I was, I don't deserve this truth, man. Hell no. But hey, it's through the Spirit. There must be something that the Lord finds in me worthy, and it's not to exalt myself or nothing. I'm thankful for it. I'm going to leave it at that. Very thankful for it. And I'm thankful for each and one of you brothers that are still in this truth, still bringing out the word, all right? Because I'm pretty sure y'all feel the same way. That's part of being humble right there, man. You know, we don't do these things for vainglory. We don't do this to exalt ourselves ever, you know? But it definitely feels good to be able to bring out the name of the Lord and bring out this word, you know, to the best of our ability, to the measure of faith that has been given to us. All right. So we ask the Lord to not put us to shame. You don't want to be a castaway. You come out here and you bring out the word and you teach a good word, but the Lord just going to destroy your ass anyway. Or give your crown to the next person. You know how many people had the crown and that crown was snatched from them and given to another person? That's horrible, man. Horrible. You know, that's like you being a part of a team for sports and you're like the starting lineup and then all of a sudden they take your ass out. All right. Let's just say you're a professional, you're part of the starting lineup, you getting paid fucking $60 million a year, then they take you out the lineup, now you getting paid $2 million a year. Now your ass sitting the bench. Now you're over there serving water. You the water boy. You Bobby Boucher now. You know, that's horrible. Horrible. Nobody wants to lose their crown. Nobody wants to lose a top position. Why do you think Esau's so fucking mad? Esau got top position right now. All because the Lord allowed him to have that position, you see? But why do you think he crying? Why do you think he doing what he did back in Genesis 27? Weeping. Weeping because he about to lose his blessing. He about to lose it all. And that shit got him mad as hell. He don't want to come out of that position. So it should be the same thing with us. We don't want to leave that position. We want to stay right there, continue to keep growing in it. We want to remain in that state for the rest of eternity, man. That's right. Romans 8:20, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope. Yeah. So we know that at the end of the day, we're not going to be perfect because we're made to go off, you know. But when you go off, the difference between us is that when we go off, we pray upon it. We ask the Lord for mercy. Y'all fucking 2/3 go off and y'all just keep walking around like y'all ain't go off. Like nothing just happened. You know, and you just keep doing some more wickedness and keep going off and off and off. There's no chill pill with y'all. There's no chill. It's just like, let me just go all out. Woo. 14:27, Luke, and whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Plain and simple. That's that double mind. You can't be double-minded. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You can't serve the Lord. You can't drink the cup of the Lord and drink the cup of devils, man. You come to this truth. You come to bear your cross daily, man. No matter how hard it get, how heavy that cross get. If that cross get heavy, you better be praying that Yahweh shot behind you, helping you with that cross. You see? But you can't put that cross down and give up. For you to show that you're gonna give up, well, the Lord gonna give up on you. That's easy math. You know, so you can never give up in this truth. When you give up, you show weakness. Your enemies see that when you give up. Remember, we're being watched on a daily basis by angels. We're being watched by Esau. If you even show weakness, man, that's it. Best believe Satan coming for that ass. You know, so you got to constantly look at Job. Job went through all them trials and tribulations and showed no weakness toward the Lord. You know, he might have been weak at one point because he did. He was crying about like, damn, what did I do? You know, but he stayed strong in the faith, you know, and what did he do? He endured and got everything back at the end of the day, you know. So we got to remain strong and continually keep pushing, no matter how low we are brought, because what did it tell you in second Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter, man? All right. Take it cheerfully when you were brought down to a low state, right? Because gold is tried in the fire, in the furnace of adversity, you know. And that's going back to what we was just reading in Lamentations, man. Y'all don't even realize that child of gold, man. The gold of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, the gemstones of the Lord, man. But we're still stuck. We're stuck on these corners, all right? Just basically selling our soul. That's what you're doing. Stuck in these corners is you selling your soul to this society, to this life, you know? And what does it profit a man? What's that scripture? What does it profit a man if he sell his soul? If he gain the whole world, but he loses his soul? Yeah, you out here trying to make a fucking life. You out here striving for, you got, let's just take these Issacharites for a second. These motherfuckers will do anything for their boss just to get paid. You selling your soul for that damn dollar. You see? But at the end of the day, do they appreciate you? Hell no. Nothing that you do on this side, even after the fact of the matter that you sell your soul, they still ain't gonna appreciate your ass. You still a nigga to their ass. You see, you still a spick to their ass out here. See, but to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you never that. You ain't no byword. You ain't no proverb or astonishment to the Lord, man. You are the Lord people. You see, you're the Lord's valued property, that peculiar people, man. Valued treasure, valued property that he take pride in, man. If it's anybody that can have pride, it's the Lord. The Lord can have pride in his in what he created to be his. Absolutely. You know? This is beautiful. Romans 8:17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with them, that we may be also glorified together. That's right. See, we're going to be glorified with Yahweh Shah when he come on the scene and destroy this place, man. Hell yeah. You ain't never been glorified in your life in this side. I'll tell you that. Just what? What, you think you glorified because they gave you a couple claps of hands and shit? Because they gave you a trophy? Or because you're a celebrity? That ain't being glorified. You know? Half of them celebrities, they go home, they can't even sleep at night, man. They hate their lives. Why do you think a lot of these celebrities kill themselves and shit like that? They're only somebody when the fucking camera's turned on, but when that camera turns off, they nobodies, man. You know? That's right. This says Romans 8:19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. That's right. And we wait for that. We're constantly waiting for that, man. And we wait for what? We wait for those eternal rewards, man. All right, the things that are not seen. Y'all waiting for the corruptible crown, the corruptible crowns of this world, the carnal things that you could see. A nice car, nice house, nice jewelry, a nice woman. You know, none of that shit is gonna save you when the time comes for destruction, man. The fashion of this world passeth away. All that shit's gonna disappear and disintegrate right before your eyes, man. Beautiful. Romans 8:18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. That's right. So what we're going through is a light affliction here, man. It's a light affliction. You know, the things that we're going to receive when Yahweh shall come back ain't nothing to be compared to on this side. The shit that's rewards on this side are nothing compared to what's going to be the rewards in the kingdom, man. Talking about houses made out of gemstones, paved streets, chariots, planet to planet, owning planets, having millions of kids, life for eternity. Are you serious? I fucking trade that anytime, man. For this, where I could die and perish every fucking day. I'm tired as hell, sick, you know? Hell yeah. I'll trade all of that for eternity, man. But the mindset of these people is not that they don't want to have nation building. They don't want to have true rulership. They want to be homeborn slaves, man. Scriptures say that shit. Is Israel a homeborn slave, man? Going into that Stockholm syndrome, all that. These people love being slaves. It's funny because even when I was younger, I used to say I was a damn slave, and I hated that shit. I hated that I couldn't do what I wanted, you know? I had all these thoughts of how I could save the world and make it a better place, and I couldn't do shit. You know, but that time's going to come. Why? Because when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So we're going to be able to make this place be rejoiced, man. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Now we're mourning. We're constantly mourning out here, man. And we mourn even more when we see you 2/3 that are fucked up in the game, man. Never changing. Because it's like, damn, we gotta. It's like for something stupid your asses did, I got to sit here another 2 more months. I got to sit 2 more months in Babylon the Great for your dumb ass. You know? Trying to tell you, man, if the 2/3 would change already, we would have been delivered out of here a long time ago. Hell yeah, we'd have been delivered out of here a long time ago. But because you 2/3 keep being ninjas and fucking flamingos, all right, we got to sit here and suffer it, man. We got to, it's like we're suffering for your asses too. It's crazy as hell. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Matter of fact, let me finish Isaiah real quick because I had that. Isaiah 1:4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more, and the whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Yeah, our people's heads are done, man. Meaning your mind is sick. All right? Sick to the point where y'all have no cure. Because the only cure, the physician is YAHAWAH'S. So the only one that can cure you is YAHAWAH'S. Right? But because you don't believe, you'll never be cured. So the same way that he that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Well, he that got a sick head, if he's not cured by YAHAWAH'S, your ass gonna remain sick for the rest of your life, your lives. You know what I'm saying? You're for the rest of your days on this damn earth, man. You're gonna always be sick in the head. Okay? It says, from the sole of the foot even onto the head, there is no soundness in it. Yeah, there's no sound doctrine, there's no sound faith, you know. There's no true, true power in that mind. All right? True rulership, true knowledge, none of that. It says, there is no soundness in their head. I mean, Salaka, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Yeah, you see, because YAHAWAH'S is that healer, man. Okay? Matter of fact, I'll prove that even better right now. Hosea 6, and I think it's 6:1. Yeah, it says, come and let us return unto Yahweh, for he has torn and he will heal us. He has smitten and he will bind us up. You see? So the Lord will bind us up. But when you read what? Let's read Isaiah 1:6 again. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed. You see, they haven't been healed. Those sores, all right, those bruises and wounds, they're still open. They haven't been closed up. They haven't been bind up together. Why? Because you don't believe. So the more that you remain in that unfaithfulness state, all right, the Lord never going to close up your wounds. He's going to leave them wounds there forever. All right. And wounded souls do wounded shit. It's as simple as that. That's why these people will pretty much they'll sell their soul for anything. They're so wounded and so at the bottom that they'll just sell their soul for some breadcrumbs, man. got no, they got no, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, damn, I don't even know the word I'm looking for, as a matter of fact. But, you know, they have no, I don't want to say dignity, you know, or integrity, but, you know, they just, you know, damn, man, are people done? Simple. All right. So let me read that again. It says, from the sole of the foot even onto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Yeah, because the ointment is his word, this truth. So that's the only thing that's gonna heal you. How withal should a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed of the word. See, that's Psalms 119, 9. You know, you got, what do you got? What is it? John 15 and 3. You see? Now you are clean by the word which I have spoken unto you. That's the only way you're gonna be able to be healing yourself here, is through this word. All right, as a matter of fact, you know what? Let me read that again. I read that yesterday. This is Wisdom of Solomon 16. Spirit jumped on me to roll on that one. This is Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 24. Wisdom of Solomon 16 to 24. Dumbass, you ain't even a bus. 16 to 24, and it says, for the creature that serveth thee, who art the maker, increaseth the strength against the unrighteous for their punishment, and abateth the strength for the benefit of such as put their trust in thee. You see what's going on? All right. It says, therefore, even then was it altered into all fashions, and was obedient to thy grace that nourisheth all things according to the desire of them that had need, that thy children, O Lord Yahweh, whom thou lovest, might know it is not the growing of the fruits that nourish them, but that it is thy word which preserveth them that put their trust in thee. You see? So it's all about the word, you putting the trust in the Lord, this ointment that he has given you, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. That's what's going to save you from the destruction to come. All right. That's what's going to save you from the destruction to come. That's what's going to preserve you from those said perils. Let's grab that real quick. All right. This is 2nd Ezra's 9. One second. 2nd Ezra's 9 and one more. One more. 2nd Ezra's 9 and 7. And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. Yeah, because you believing is what's going to get you that ointment. When you believe, that ointment is going to be given on to you, man, because you believe, you know. And then once you believe, that's what gives you the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right. That's what's going to have you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. And that's why the Lord's going to increase you in knowledge, man. He's going to give you the increase because you believe. Right. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right. And you're only going to make it if you were written in the book of life to begin with. All right. And we don't know who's part of that book of life, but you better put on as the elect. You know, you better have faith that you are of the elect. You see? So going back to, what was Isaiah? Which I lost my place in that. Which I think that was the point anyway. Shalakia. Isaiah 1 and I think that was it on there. Yep, that was it. Let me jump on to let me grab Zechariah 13 and 8. I wanted to bring that up before. This is Zechariah 13 and 8. And it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, say saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is my power. And you see how he said, I will refine them as silver, and then try them as gold is tried. Because not everybody's worthy to be that gold, man. You see? Again, we're all gold to the Lord because we his people. All right? But right now, we specks of gold. You see? But if you are of the elect and you are worthy in the eyesight of the Lord, man, he's going to turn you to a whole full piece of gold, man. And he's going to preserve you. He's going to keep you. Okay? That's what the trying's about. He put everybody to the test. Most of these people are just by the wayside, right? The seeds by the wayside. They hear the word, and as soon as they hear the word, they're gone. Satan snatched them out as quick as they heard the word. Gone. You got some that are endure for a little bit, right? The thorn, what is it going to? The thorny. All right, they hear the word for a little bit, might endure, but the tribulations, the trials, the ways of this world make them fall out. They can't handle the pressure. You know, but those that are in the good soil are going to be the ones that are what? They're going to plant this seed, they're going to grow, and then they're going to bring back what? 30, 60, 100-fold, you know? Those are the ones that are going to be gold. Some of us going to be silver, some of us going to be gemstones, okay? But shit, you'd rather be a gemstone than a straight 2/3 that's not going to make it, that has no hope, all right? So 2/3 of our people got to go. So you ninjas that keep playing with this word, laughing, gonna go. And like I said earlier, most of them gonna be women, because there's more women than men on the earth. And you women is so out of line. Oh man, women is so out of line, man. That's like the most disgusting part about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the glory of a man is a woman. So if our women are out of line, what the hell are we here to glory for? Like, how can we use that as our glory? Yeah, we have Yahushai. Absolutely. That's the top glory, that we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But you see, a man wants his glory. A woman. How the hell are we supposed to sit here and show our glory if our glory, our women out here on these streets are just walking around like filth? Oh, man. Salakia. I don't know. Somehow my phone died. I don't know how the hell, but that shit died. I don't know why. But I definitely had battery. It's lucky if anybody was listening, they're not on. But continuing on. Salaki on that, brothers, sisters. All right, so going back to what I was saying. Make sure, man. I just put my battery charger on. I don't know why it went off. But going back to what I was saying, how are we supposed to glorify our women? You know, because our women is our glory. If y'all acting like straight shit, you know, you straight trash, you straight filth. Ain't nothing to glory in that. You know? Matter of fact, what does the scripture say? Let me grab that. Ecclesiasticus 25. Says Ecclesiasticus 25 and what is it at? Give me 1 second. It's in 25. Yep. 25 and 18. It says, I'll start at 17. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Yeah, that's exactly what our men be doing. They constantly shaking their head because the way their women is acting, man. All out of line, all out of order. All you could do is shake your damn head, man. And these women think it's fucking cute. You know? But the Lord, all right? The Lord marking you down for destruction, man. For acting the way you acted. Okay? Let's grab Isaiah 32. Shalom, shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. That's right. A Bible ball real soon, man. This is Isaiah 32. Salakia. 32 and I start from the top real quick. It says, behold, the king shall reign in righteousness and princes shall rule in judgment. Yeah, because that's what we are. We're going to be kings, princes, all right? We're going to be that. We're going to be finer than gold, like the scriptures say, all right? It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in the weary land. You see, that's our role. You see, to be above you, to be above, to be that protection, okay? To be that ruler, and you women want to play that role. You see, y'all don't want to play the role of being a woman no more. You want to be a fucking man now. This shit is crazy as hell. And you women always constantly saying that we ain't shit. All right, no, you ain't shit. The niggas you fucking with ain't shit. The only ones that's the true men, all right, in this society is the men of the Lord, man. Those are the real men. But see, we don't get that. We don't get that respect. As a matter of fact, scriptures say that, man. A prophet is not, what is it? A prophet is not in his own country. I think it's not respected or it's not honored. That's what it is. A prophet is not honored in his own country. All right. So even amongst our own people, man, and again, we don't do it for honor or vainglory or anything like that. But you gotta you gotta respect what the Lord has said. You know, you have to respect what the Lord has given you, all right, to get you by, to give you that salvation. So these women, they look at us like, who the fuck is this guy? They'll rather go for that cornball on the street, all right, for that good time that's gonna play you out, disrespect you, beat your ass, all that, instead of dealing with a real man of the Lord. You even see women that be in the truth like that, man. That's, believe it or not, don't be fooled by just, you know, head wraps and fringes on a shirt. all right, and a pretty face. Don't think that just because they got a hair wrap and they know how to say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that they on point. Hell no, man. There's a lot of these women that are in the truth. Y'all gonna be fucking destroyed. A harlot gonna make it before you. Absolutely. Because y'all know better and y'all still be, disrespecting the man of the Lord. Y'all know better and y'all don't do better. It's like you want to pick and choose well, I don't like him too much. I want this one. I want my man to be like this, and I'm on to be like that. All right. Well, you can't be picky in a society when it's about to end. You better jump on one and stick to one, But these women is all about, women are undecisive. What's that word? Undecisive? I think it's indecisive. Yeah, it's indecisive. They're indecisive women, man. They don't know what the hell they want. They the worst double-minded creatures in this planet Earth, because everything is ran by emotion. Matter of fact, there was a woman I was talking to not too long ago. She was just talking some shit. And it was today she was talking some shit. Talk about, I see when men say things subliminal. Here it is, I made a post and she got offended by that shit. How the hell you get offended? This shit had nothing to do with you. But hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. So if your ass got offended, it's because your ass felt some type of way about that scripture. That post must have fit with your description, basically. And that's how it is, man. These women want to be waiting, and they think that they can wait, and they think that they don't need a man of the Lord. At the end of the day, I'll be real with you. Now, if you're going to be a sincere sister and you just not wanting to deal with men because you are trying to, you basically want the Lord to put a man in your hands, all praises. Because that's how it should be. You should be worrying about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai before even worrying about a man. Because the Lord is going to set up the men of the Lord with the women that need to have a man at that time. So at one point, women are going to be linked up with a man of the Lord when it's that time. But if you got a man of the Lord in front of you, all right, access to one, shit, you better jump on that horse. What the hell's you waiting for? Destruction is right around the corner. But these women ain't in that mentality, man. These women, they say they about this truth, but they really not about the truth. They not really about that life. You're going to learn the hard way, trying to pick and choose what you want. No, that's not how it goes, man. Okay, if you have an opportunity, and this is sincere brethren, all right, around you, hey, that might be the Lord giving you that heads up right then and there, telling you that's your man right there. But you know how these women are. They're about, having the perfect one, the one that fits their lifestyle. That's not how we roll, man. And a lot of you women going to be destroyed for that shit, man. All right. It says, let me jump down to 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Yeah. All your little scams, all your glamour and glitz, all that shit gonna fail out here, man. All that shit gonna disintegrate and disappear right before your eyes. Matter of fact, now that I say that, bringing that up, this is how you know some of these women are not part of it. They're really not about the truth. Because here it is. I was talking to this chick, courting her type shit, right? And when I come and see, when you hit the certain spots with certain things in the scriptures, and women be like, oh, I don't know about that. That right there already tell you women ain't about this truth. That's why I started falling back. That's why I was just like, you know what? I ain't even going to holler at this one like that. That shit a stumbling block. I'm good. You know what I mean? And then when you don't hit them up, they be wondering why you don't hit them up. That's why. But here it is. This girl was talking about basically, what was she saying? Oh, I told her you're not supposed to have no weaves or extension of braids in your hair. Here it is. The girl got hair, but she want to add extensions and braids to her hair. The fuck is you doing that for? That's witchcraft. Any type of makeup, any of that shit is witchcraft. You women still haven't realized that. All right? That is straight heathenistic customs, man. So you following after the ways of the heathen. So if a man tells you that the Lord said in the scriptures basically not to have that type of, not to have that type of style, and it's witchcraft. That's what it is. As soon as I said, yeah, you can't have extensions of braids. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I think I'm gonna have to do it maybe one more time. Like, oh man, once you get in that mentality, you off. Because you're supposed to, when you come to this truth, you're supposed to put down everything you do right then and there. Scriptures say, make no tarry to turn to the Lord. You're not supposed to tarry to turn to the Lord. If it's something like that, something that you can keep, all right, a law that you can keep that's easily kept, hell yeah, you better do that shit. The hell you worrying about what your hair look like with extensions and shit? Know what I mean? Here it was, I was about to pull up, talk about, oh, my nails and my hair not done. What the fuck do we care about that shit? That's carnal thinking. That's carnal flesh right there thinking. Talk about, oh, I gotta look good. For what? For a conversation? For a conversation about the Lord? Yeah, that's what I mean. These women are off of it, man. But here it is talking about, oh, I want to be doing righteously. You know, I don't want to be destroyed. But you're gonna be destroyed. Because you can't even fucking let go of your nails and your fucking hair. You see? You're over here worrying about extensions in your shit. Because you're not going to look so hot no more. You're not going to look so good no more. I keep telling people, y'all, I keep telling you women, for you women that are sincere, you want to be in the spirit of Esther, yo. What did Esther do? Esther humbled herself before the Lord, man. She put shit and ashes on her head. She took off the fly garments and put on sackcloth, man. That's the spirit that a woman should be in. That's a beautiful woman right there. That's a more beautiful woman than any fly-ass girl that come down walking with all this fucking, you know, clown shit, Barnum and Bailey fucking makeup. That's what a real man of the Lord want. Yeah, you look good. You might have a banging body, but what's your mouth be about? What is your mouth going? What's going to come out of your mouth when it comes to scriptures? Yeah, that's what we want. A woman that's about the Lord, first and foremost. Because you always want, for men and women, YAHAWAH'S is first. There's no other way around that, man. Nothing comes first other than YAHAWAH'S. So, women, before you think about a man, make sure you're getting right with the Lord first. And then if a man come your way and you want to be a real woman and serve as your duty as a woman servant and do what's right, well then, hey, you do what you're supposed to do. And remember that once you get to that man, this is for any woman. If you deal with a man of the Lord, even if a man is off, you stuck with that man because that man knows somewhat of the truth. Once you deal with men that have somewhat the truth or know the names and all that, you got to play your role as a woman and stick with that man, even if he a piece of shit and he going off and everything. Well, you know what? You wanted to not be patient and wait. You know what I'm saying? And you wanted to be rushing it because that's what a lot of these women do. They rush into relationships because oh, the world's about to end. Oh, I need somebody now. You know, so they just kind of just jump to whatever the fuck they find, man. Can't be like that, man. You got to make sure the men are on point. You see? But if they off and you jumped into them, you stuck. Because now you know the truth. So now you know that you have to stick it out with your man. You're only supposed to be with one man. It's bad enough you were already considered a harlot with sleeping with all these other men. You see? Now you know the truth. And now because you don't like the man that you picked, let's just say, all right? Now you want to leave him. So you can't do that, man. You got to stick with that. You got to stick with that to the end. You know? You can pray for your man keeping the faith and you might be able to save the man off of that. That's 1 Corinthians the 7th chapter. For your belief, you might be able to save your household for that. You know, vice versa with the woman, with the man. If he got an unbelieving woman, he could save the household for his beliefs. 1 Corinthians 7th chapter. But see, these women is about, I need the coolest Hebrew Israelite man. I need the one that's most popular, this and that, whatever. I know how the fuck these women think, man. I've been around enough women to know how they think already, man. But see, the real sincere women and the real sincere men, I kind of realized the real sincere men, unless you're already a man that had a woman, and if you're a woman that already had a man and you came into the truth, most of them, they got their spouse, right? And they endure. But I realized true men of the Lord and true women, they're single. We're all single. We are. Why? Because we're attending to the Lord without distraction, like it tells you in 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. You're supposed to attend to the Lord without distraction. Men, if you have wives, be as if you have none, right? And if you don't have one, don't look for one, because you want to attend to the Lord without distraction, man. All right? So I've realized that a lot of the women that kind of be sincere, they ain't got men. And the same thing with the men. They don't have women. But the Lord gonna link you up at the end of them days, man, in the time of the of Jacob's trouble and all that. You know, we be patient, because again, that's not the fact of the matter, man. The fact of the matter is Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, to continue in the faith, strong. You see, not worry about those things, because when you do the will of the Lord, those things shall be given unto you. All right. So a lot of these women, they just be off, man. Okay. But going back to the women of these 2/3, yeah, a lot of y'all about to be put down, man, because you thinking that making this money and your OnlyFans pages and having all this pleasure, all right, that shit is going, you think that that's just going to last forever. That's why I just said in Isaiah 32 and 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Yeah, everything's going to fail on your side. All this money making, all this glamour and glitz, all that shit going to disappear. What you going to do then? What you going to do when your ass ain't got nothing to polish your face and Crayola rocks your face? You know? You're going to be crying about it, because all you're going to be thinking about is looking fucking good. Looking good for the camera. Looking good for your next your next selfie. I'm not even going to say your next selfie, because it'd be the same fucking selfie over and over and over and over again. It's like, wow. Seriously, that's a straight demon. That's going into Second Timothy. What is that? 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. That in those last days there should be perilous times, but there should be lovers of themselves. I have never seen a generation more about looking in the mirror and taking a picture of themselves than ever before. Straight up. Like, who the fuck invented selfie? Who made that word up? Had to be Esau, I'll tell you that. And it's crazy. And I see that shit in the gym. When I go to the gym, yo, men is like women. They be sitting in front of the gym and they just like taking all these pictures over and over. He'll do a workout and then they go take a picture. Like, bro, your muscle not going to grow from that last workout you just did. What the fuck? Shit make no sense. Then you see the woman trying to take her side pose, see if her ass just grew from doing her little squats. Like, yo, gone. That's the spirit that's on Jake, though, because you're following that through the ways of Esau. Esau taught you that shit. So it says, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. See, that's what you're supposed to be doing, girding up on sackcloth, man. Let's grab that real quick. Esther. All right, this is Esther and right to it. It says, Esther 14:1. Queen Esther also being in fear of death. Yeah, because that's the spirit that a woman should be in. Because you're more, if 2/3 is gonna be mostly women, your ass better make sure your ass is fearing death right now. But see, you women don't fear that shit. All right. It says, Queen Esther also being in fear of death, resorted unto the Lord and laid away her glorious apparel. Yeah, because the Lord said you're supposed to be in modest apparel. So you're supposed to put all this glorious shit away. The earrings, all right, the jewelry, okay, the slit dresses, the high heels, all that shit got to get put away, man. You're not going to see a real woman of the Lord dressing like that. Real women of the Lord dressed modest. That's another thing that chick said. You know, you know, can I dress like, you know, modest, but you know, like it was like a low level modest. Like, man, just dress modest. It's that simple. Throw yourself with, wrap yourself with like 100 blankets. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking simple math, man. You women don't understand. Y'all have simple duties, man. Y'all, it's not like the men that the men got to go out there and teach. You know, make sure we on point, feeding the sheep. Make sure we bringing out the word and sincerity and the truth. Not handling the word deceitfully. Got to make sure we got the breakdowns right. That's not your job. That's not your duty as a woman. Your duty as a woman is to serve Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua first, be submissive unto your man, be a Proverbs 31 woman, and that's pretty much it. The fuck? That's not hard, man. But y'all make shit complicated. That's just life with women, period. They make all types of shit complicated. Shit that's easy is always made complicated by a woman. And that's because the women were deprived from wisdom. You see? And because they're deprived from wisdom, they don't know how to really move. You know? And that's why you need a man of the Lord to teach you how to do it. You see? But you don't like that rulership over you. You want to be the one that's ruling. The Lord told you that in the beginning. Was that Genesis 3 and 16 or 18? That a man shall rule over you. So that's an automatic. Stop trying to usurp authority over a man. That shit is whack. Okay? So it says, Queen Esther, also being in fear of death, resorted unto the Lord and laid away her glorious apparel and put on the garments of anguish and mourning, and instead of instead of precious ointments, she covered her head with ashes and dung, and she humbled her body greatly. And all the places of her joy she filled with her torn hair. So how many of you women is really prepared and ready for that? You see? How many of y'all is really ready to throw some ashes and shit, because that's what dung is, shit on your head. And it's not saying that that's what you're going to do. But that mentality should be like, yo, if I really got to humble myself before the Lord, shit, that's what I'm going to have to do. All right? None of these women ready for that. A woman going to try to look pretty before she puts some ashes and shit on her head. All these damn police officers over here. He about to come over here too. Check this out. Yeah, exactly. None of that body my choice bullshit. Bro, I hate that, bro. But that's what's really gonna humble these women in these last days, man. All right, when that destruction come, all these women go. I made a post the other day again on Instagram saying that shit. All you women that have disrespected the men of the Lord, put us to the side, ignored us, said we ain't shit. When that time of destruction comes, best believe the Lord gonna put you in a situation. You might even run into that exact man of the Lord that you had in your face at one point. And we gonna remember that. And our spirit, the Lord gonna put the spirit on us to leave your ass behind. Hell no, we ain't taking your ass. I don't give a shit how good you look, how fly you looking. Your ass being left behind. I'm gonna laugh at that shit. Lord willing, I'm of the elect, and I could go through a couple of scenarios like that. Because there's plenty of women that I done spoke to, not even trying to get the ass or nothing. Just literally, yo, times is crazy. You're gonna need a man of the Lord, man. You know, if you're really about this, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let a brother court you. Let a brother show you some things. You know what I mean? And most of them just looked at me like I was bugged out, like I was crazy. Oh, you're moving too fast. All right, well, I know the world's spinning fast as hell right now, and I know the times of destruction is right around the corner. So I know that's moving really fast too. Everything around us is moving pretty fast. So I think I'm on track, you know. But these women are still, they're gonna be in that Lot spirit. They're gonna be in Salakia, that Lot's wife spirit. They're gonna be that Job's wife spirit. When the time comes, they're gonna look back. You know, the whole time you was thinking they was bowing and down with it, and they're gonna look back one more time at Babylon. Let me look at it one more time and have one more memory. And then your ass is going to stay like a pillar of salt too. You know, you're going to be stuck right where you at. You know, a lot of these women, when the time comes and you're really putting them trials and tribulations, you're going to turn into Job's wife. You're going to start cursing out the Lord. You're going to start talking hella shit. You're going to be annoying the man of the Lord. That's why the Lord said, keep yourself away from the women, basically. You know, then you got certain brothers out here, which is nothing wrong with it because it's lawful. All right. But you got certain brothers that want to have 2, 3, 4 wives. Like, nigga, you crazy? That's 4 burdens on your ass. When the time comes to destruction, that means that you're going to have to deal with 4 women at the same time. And you think that all of them is going to be on point? Hell no. You lucky if one of them be on point, you know? But, you know, we men do be wanting a woman because, hey, that be our balance. You know what I'm saying? That's the balance we have here. Sometimes we want to come home to a cooked meal, or, you know, just come and just lay up with a chick, and I mean, and rub my beard. You know what I'm saying? Rub my shoulders. I rub yours. Not yeah. But the fact of the matter is, that's just not the real reality right now. Ain't nobody want to do that shit. Everything is about having fun, you know, smash me and that's it. Like, come on, man. That's the easy works. That's the common sense part. We know that. But again, we want a woman that's just going to be ready to serve the Lord, man. All right. And want to be saved. But these women is about having fun. And what's it saying? It was that 2 Timothy. All right. She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. You know, you want to continue on with pleasure. You the Walking Dead out here. You the real Walking Dead. You pretty much why they made the damn movie The Walking Dead, the series. Because that's what you are. You a fucking, you dead. You a zombie out here, man. You want to constantly live in pleasure. It's like Pastor Gabar says, girls just want to have fun. So real, so true. That's all women are about, is having fun. And if you're not having fun and you're not making them laugh, you're not that dude. That's why we tell the men of the Lord, hey, just deal with these women as pieces of ass, man. Deal with these heathens before you deal with our women, because our women just gonna drive us nuts because we know they should be doing better, but they don't do better, you know. And if you do run into a good girl, you know, hey, call Haloim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Make sure you treat that right. I mean, because there are some people that be having women, and even sometimes the men will go off. You treating them like shit. They be a certain, they don't know how to handle that, and they actually use their power in a whole nother sense. They like exceed with their power. Like, yo, chill, bro. If you got a good girl, then you treat her right. You're supposed to treat your woman right when she's doing what she's supposed to do, you know. And if she go off, you correct her. You know what I'm saying? Some of these men get a little too extra, like you in the kingdom already and shit. Like, nigga, you're not in the kingdom, you're still out here, you know. But any woman that wants to continue in pleasure, you dead already, man. Just a matter of time before the Lord gonna humble your ass, man. So let me finish reading that. It says 3, and it says, and she prayed unto the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, power of Israel, saying, oh my Lord, thou only art our king. Yeah, because that's your number one. That's your number one king. Yeah, we're your lords and we're your kings, basically. But the first king is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? It says, thou only art our king. Help me, desolate woman. You see, why was she saying that? Because she knew that nothing could save her other than Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. See, when a man goes and saves you for salvation, it's because the Lord put the Spirit on him to save you. You see? So it's all coming from the Lord to begin with. All right? It says, help me, desolate woman, which have no helper but thee. You see? Because even us, we can't save you. At the end of the day, we all got to work out our own salvation. So whether I'm your man or not, you still got to work out your own salvation. See, that's the perception that these women's got. These women's got the thinking like, if I have a man in the Lord, I'm good. No, hell no. Just because you got a man in the Lord doesn't mean you're going to make it into that chariot, man. That man of the Lord got to make it on the chariot before anything. You see? And you yourself got to do your duties as a woman, and you got to work out your own salvation, man. The hell? This ain't no freebie. Yo, women be having a crazy ass mentality, man. It says, which have no helper but thee, for my danger is in mine hand. That's right. In your see, Esther realized that danger was in her hand, was in her face. Why can't you women out here realize that danger is in your face? Why? Because the God of this world has blinded the minds. You see, because you like to run to Daddy Esau. You think Daddy Esau is going to be there to help you, you know? But Daddy Esau, at the end of the day, is going to be there to eradicate your ass. Because when that time comes to destruction, man, y'all keep thinking that Esau really going to be there to help. He ain't going to be. Listen, any woman that's in this truth, damn, there's 4 of them over here. We got 1 here. We got 3 right here. See if they're about to pull up on me. Know what I mean? Oh, yeah, they are. Or maybe not. Thought he was about to pull up. But you women think that when Esau comes to put our people down, that he gonna be soft on you because you a woman? Hell no. I'm telling you, any woman on this chat right now, or any woman that listens to this video, if you are serving the Lord, but be prepared to go through the same things that a man of the Lord will go through. It's plain and simple. You're not going to go through something light work because you're a woman. No, you're going to be treated just like a man of the Lord. All right? It's plain and simple. So you have to endure just like a man endures in this truth. Like I said before, now you're not going to be preaching the word and doing any of that. All right? But when it comes to the trials and tribulations, you women go through the same exact things that we go through, man. All right? And when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, you women gonna have to go through the shit that the men go through. Some of you women might be fucking tortured. Who the fuck knows? You know? You might be tested in your faith for that. Don't think that because you're a woman, it's like, oh, I got woman rights. I'm gonna pull out a woman right card. Hell no. They don't like you just like they don't like the men. Okay? And especially if you're a woman that knows this truth, because there's few women in this truth, the few aquas that really believe in it, oh man, that would definitely piss the shit off. That would definitely piss off Esau. So he definitely gonna hate you just as much as he hates us. All right. So it says, for my danger is at mine hand. From my youth up, I have heard in the tribe of my family that thou, O Lord, tookest Israel from among all people, and our fathers from all the predecessors. I believe how you say that. Predecessors, yeah. It says, for a perpetual inheritance, and thou hast performed whatsoever thou didst promise them, Salakia. And now we have sinned before thee, therefore hast thou given us into the hands of our enemies, you see? And she understood that. She understood that what she was going through and all that, and that she might have danger right in front of her face. All right. She understood it was because she went off and her people went off. You see, so you're going to go through the same treatment, man. All right. Going into, let's see, I saw a brother. That's right. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh. You see, a great insurrection on those that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So if you're a woman or a man in this truth that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, a great insurrection is going to come upon you, man. Man or woman, it don't matter. Remember, the Lord is not a respecter of persons. And if the Lord is the one that's controlling the sword, all right, you already know what time it is, man. It says, a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh, they shall be like madmen sparing none. Exactly. When there's mad men and sparing none, that means these men is not caring what you are, what it is, how they kill you, how they attack you. They're taking your children, they're taking you, they taking men, all right? They slicing throats, all right? They're going to be ravishing women left and right. They're going to be ravishing some of these damn men out here, all right? You're going to be seeing some crazy shit. You ain't about to just see light work out here, man. Madmen sparing none. Go look up madman. Anybody that was a madman, all right, was somebody doing some crazy shit. So these people gonna get real crazy out here, especially that most of these men that are gonna be doing this is gonna be a lot of these UN troops that were sent over here on the low that are within our army, our military, you know, which have a real perpetual hatred for you at the end of the day. So none of them care about Americans. They hate Americans. That's why they were brought over here, because the top banking families know they hate Americans. You see? So they need somebody that's not going to have emotions. Just to put it that way. None of these guys that are hired for the job have emotions. All these guys have straight just murder, death, kill mentality. You see? All they're trying to do is hurt our people. All right? It says spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yeah. They're going to be destroying our people. That's what they're sent for. I seen one precept in here. Yeah. This is Sirach 26:9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. That's you women wearing that makeup. Exactly. As a matter of fact, that brings out the point of what I was saying before. Women out there worrying about their nails and their hair and shit. Use a smut. Simple as that. Yeah, now it's a thing that women do because women like to have their nails cleaned and all that, this and that. Okay. Hey, if you could get to it, you could do it. Putting extensions and shit like that in your hair, that's witchcraft, man. Now, if you want to do your hair and you got the hair for it, hey, you take care of your hair. You want to do something on your nails, putting that fake nail shit, yeah, that shit going off, man. Now, if you got long nails and you taking care of them, hey, you want to paint your nails, paint them. All right. That's little girl. That's what little things that women do. You know what I'm saying? But when you're going out of your way for it, you know, and you putting that shit first, like I gotta have this done. Nah, hell no, you going off, man. And a real man's gonna like a modest woman, a woman that ain't about that. Straight natural beauty is what we look for, man. We love natural beauty. Okay, we don't care about you painting your face like Homie the Clown. That's, as a matter of fact, that's going off. What is that? They rent their face with paint. I forgot where that's at. Let me grab it real quick. Salakia. Oh, damn. They rent what they face with paint. This is, no, that's not it. Rent their face with paint. If a brother could put it up for me, because I got no damn Wi-Fi on this phone, so it's harder for me to get it out. But it says that they rent their faces with paint. Man, that's straight witchcraft, man. Matter of fact, since I was bringing that out, let me grab Isaiah 3. All that pretty shit. This is 3:16. It says, moreover, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and this is in Isaiah. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua saith unto the daughters of Zion, so because, Salakia, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Yeah, so stretched forth necks, you got that little attitude all the time, winging your neck back and forth like a giraffe. Okay. It says the wanton eyes. Yeah, you can't keep your eyes off of other men. Here it is, you women be having men, and I see that shit all the time, man. Fucking, I'll be walking and a woman got a straight man right in their hand and looking at a whole nigga, just staring this nigga down. Like, what the hell is going on here, man? It says walking and mincing as they go. Yeah, you want to sit there and you want to twitch your ass, switch that shit back and forth, make your ass be known. Okay, making tinkling with their feet. Yeah, want to walk around with them big ass 6-inch heels, like you about to just jump on a stripper pole for fucking for what's his name, Akon. It says, therefore the Lord will smite. All right, smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Yeah, that's why a lot of them women, all right, Judah has it. You got a lot of Simeonites be having it. They ain't got a lot of hair. Why? Because the Lord smite the crown of your head. You got to take that the way it is. You got a little bit of hair, deal with it. There's products to make your hair grow. Stop stressing. You stop stressing, your hair grow. All right. There's a whole bunch of different types of herbs to make your hair grow. Okay. You ain't got to be sitting there and adding fucking, I want to add 20-inch, not even 20-inch. I want to add 3 feet fucking braids into my head. You know, catch all this attention. See, because that's all you're doing it. You're doing it for attention. You know, if you say that you're not doing it for attention, you're stupid, because the moment a woman puts some hair like that, what's the first thing people say? Oh, your hair looks so nice. Well, that's attention. You're getting attention from somebody, you know? See, a woman that's shamefaced, all right? A woman that's shamefaced and that she about the Lord, she not going to be noticed. Men don't look at shit like that. The men looking for these harlots, man. They want to look for the nastiest and filthiest chick they can see. Okay? Let's see if the brother put it. Yep. This is Jeremiah 4:30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Thou that clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. Yeah, you see? So all that's why a man get mad, man. To see a true man, when you get dressed up like that, a true man gonna look at you like, what the fuck you doing all that for? You see? And they get mad at that. Well, I like to look good, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You're not supposed to be doing that. You got a man at home. That's why, men, don't let your women go out. Don't let your woman fucking go out with her friends. Her friends are the ones that convince her to do that shit. Girl, we going out. You better look good. That conversation that when you was at work, there was a whole 8-hour conversation that you missed. She was basically telling her ass, you better look good, bitch. We going out tonight. You know? We're going to have a couple of these niggas look at us. We're going to be the shit. That's the conversations that go while you at work for 8 hours. Absolutely. If you think not, then you stupid. All right? Ain't no woman about to fool me with the conversations they be having. I know all them conversations they be having. All right? So a man of the Lord is going to get mad at a woman that wants to get dressed like that, man. Because that's not the way you're supposed to be dressing. You're supposed to be shamefaced. You shouldn't be going out at all. Your friend want to have a good time, tell her, come to the house. Come to the house. Chill. I mean, keep it home. You get bent all you want at home. As soon as you get stupid, your ass go right out, carry your ass to bed. You know, good night. You know? And that's why you don't let your women drink, because the woman is the weaker vessel. So the woman becomes more vulnerable. See? All she needs is a guy to talk in her ear and sweep her off her feet. And she's like, oh, yay. He's so cute. You know, they forgot they done had like 70 drinks. And then you got to understand that the man that's in the club and shit like that, he's a piece of shit. So all he going to be doing is trying to get that woman drunk to have her ass doing stupidity, basically. That's why you don't let your woman go out, man. And a real woman of the Lord is not going to go out. They're going to stay their ass home. They're going to be studying with their man, laid up with their man. You know, if they go out, they're going to go together with their man and have a good time and take it home, be safe, all that, you know. The water for that scripture. Yep. Let me grab the rest of that. And it says, for I have heard a voice as of a woman in travail, and the anguish as of her that bringeth forth her first child, the voice of the daughter of Zion that bewaileth herself, that spreadeth her hands, saying, woe is me now, for my soul is wearied because of murderers. You see? And another thing I was going to bring was, damn, I had it in my mind just now. Let me read that again, because I thought I was thinking about it as I read it. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. I think it's in Proverbs. Let me grab that real quick. It's in Proverbs. Salakia. I think it's in Proverbs 4. Proverbs 30. Salakia. Proverbs 30. And it says, 30 and 20 says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's the first thing these women do. These women be doing all types of wicked shit. All right. And they be the first to be like, I ain't do nothing wrong. I didn't think I did anything wrong. I ain't sleep with him. But here it was, you was talking with this nigga, flirting with this nigga. You probably exchanged a damn number on the low ski. You know, just because women think just because they ain't sleep with somebody, they not wrong. You going way off, yo. All right. And women love to do wickedness and then just wipe their mouth like they ain't do nothing. That's gonna always be the first thing that comes out their mouth. I ain't do nothing. And what made me think about that was where it says, what was it? The voice of the daughter of Zion that bewelleth herself. You know? Slakia. But yeah, you know, so these women, you know, they'll end up doing wickedness, all right, and they think they're all right. They think they're good because they didn't get to the main part, the worst part of the whole story. You know? Matter of fact, let's grab second Ezra's, Ecclesiasticus 20, 26. 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So scripture say, what does it say? Marvel not if she trespass against you. So if a woman come at you a certain way and play you out, shit, you better not sit there and marvel at it. You better not be surprised. All right, because the scriptures tell you that these women gonna go off, you know, that these women are gonna end up doing wickedness. It's in their nature. All right. It's in their nature. 99.5 of their asses is going to do that wickedness. It's only going to be that little remnant that's going to keep it G. Keep it real. All right. So it says, it says 21, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Yeah, most of the time, these men will stumble at the woman's beauty, you know, and that glamour and glitz and beauty ain't nothing, man. All that shit is usually, if a woman look too good, you better run. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always that something that comes with that, man. Matter of fact, what's that? I'm trying to think of that stupid ass saying Nicki Minaj says, what's she say? Pretty face. Damn, I forgot how it goes, but I'll say it in a different way. If she got a beautiful body and a pretty face, she dangerous, man. It's that simple. All right. You gotta let that shit go. You better off getting one of these women that's just on the low ski. You know, they just low. They don't really, you know, get dressed like that. That's the type of woman you want, man. That's the woman that's not going to give you problems. These women that look too fly, look too good, what do they have? You got like 1,000 men running behind them, man, chasing them. If you think you're the only one that's trying to holler, you crazy, man. There's like 1 million guys behind her. She got a whole fucking welfare line going around the back in the corner. A whole ticket booth, you know, telling you take a ticket and wait for your turn. That's a doorknob, basically. That's what I call them, doorknobs. Everybody take a turn at one point, you know. It's very rare that you're gonna find a beautiful woman, all right, that's really that you know, she keeps to herself and she's all about, you know, serving the Lord, you know. She's about serving one man. Those type of women that are pretty and you know, always looking like that, all they want is attention, you know, and they want people to bow down to them. You know, that's why it tells you that what is that? First Ezra's, the 4th chapter. Many men have gone out their wits for women and become slaves to these women. That's what ends up happening. These men are feminine. They're feminized in these days, man. These men are feminine as hell. None of these men have balls. So the first thing they'll do is they'll beg to these women. You know, they let these women pretty much get in front of them and run them. And here it is. You got the damn balls. You see, a man is supposed to be taking control of all things. A real woman like a man that take control. All right. But that's why a lot of these women trample over these men, because they can't take control, and they have the control, so they could do whatever they want. And they know that that guy is going to run back to them on straight knees. So they take advantage of that. Women take advantage of men, yo. All right. And again, that's why a lot of these women going to be destroyed, because that's all they've been doing out here is taking advantage of these men. And then they wonder why they can't get a good man. You know, then they wonder why they got played 100 times. Well, look at the games you playing. You see, when you did have a good man, you threw him away because he was too boring, you know, or he was too good for you. Oh, you're not my speed. You know, I need a man that's gonna have me entertained and you know, constantly. Basically, they're like a man that starts shit, man. They like a man that put hands on them. They're like a man that treats them like shit. It's something about that thrill they love. But that's not a real woman. So if a woman likes that, you got to separate yourself from that, man. All right. It says a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudency, and much reproach. You see? So if a woman is in control of a man, that's what's going to end up happening. It's going to be a whole lot of anger. All right. You're going to be sad all the time. And then she'll use, when you get a certain way with her, she'll try to use the law, call the police on you, you know. Or I'm gonna get somebody to beat you up or do this and do that. Because why? Because you stuck up as a man and said, nah, this ain't happening, you know. So you got to separate yourself. It says a wicked woman abated the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, a wounded heart, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress. Yeah, because that's what a woman's supposed to be. She's supposed to be a comforting to her man. You know, she's supposed to be his not his headache. You know, he's supposed to be that pleasure. You know, you're supposed to be that that comfortableness. You know, whenever a man going through it, you know, hey, I got you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you relax, this and that. But they want to be your headache, have you stressing even more. Okay. That's right. That's exactly what they are. They're headaches and heartaches. That's what most of them are. None of them is gonna be a real actual, you know, comfort to you. You know, because when a woman comforts you, then you always gonna comfort your woman, because you're gonna always remember that. Like, yo, you know what? My woman stay comforting me. Let me comfort her. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. A man will always do his duties for of a man for a woman when she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. The Lord is actually going to put the spirit on you to take care of your woman. But if your woman acting like shit, you can't complain when your man acting like shit. You know, it happens. And that's what these women like. They like shitty men because they're shit themselves. You understand? That's why they continue to look for that. Filth attracts filth. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. So if you look at all these women, they're always looking for something that's just as filthy as them. That's why they bond together. But then when the shit hits the fan and that guy brings that filth with them, they can't handle that shit, man. They only like it for a moment. They don't like a real man that's going to treat them right, you know, teach them the ways and protect them for real. It's exactly what it is. At the moment, it's for their convenience. Exactly. It's whatever it goes back into them wanting their pleasure. You know, they're pretty much lusting for a certain pleasure at that moment. Right there. Exactly, lusting. Exactly what it is. There's no such thing to these women. There's no such thing as love. It's lust. You know what I'm saying? Everything is lust with their mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they get a real man that's gonna love, they don't know what to do with that shit, and it goes right by them. And then they'll sit there and cry about it and be like, "Oh, I never get a good man." Well, you had about 3 of them and you let them go. You know, but that's what comes with it. That's right. The brother put it. Misery loves company. Exactly. Misery's always gonna love company. So misery is gonna look for miserable people. You know.
Not wrong, bro. I'm not arguing.
Oh no, I know. I know you was hearing over there. Oh, brother put it up too. Brother put it up. Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto a woman. You never give your strength unto a woman, man, because we men are that prize. That's what the women don't understand in this society, that we men are the prize. Without the man, you have no protection. Without man, you ain't about to fucking You ain't about a man don't need a woman. You ever realize that men could sit with their boys all day long and chill and not worry about a woman?
Right.
You see, and a woman always come and say, "Oh, well, you hang too much with your boys, this and that." That's a spiritual thing.
That's perfect.
Because we can sit without a woman. The man was the man was created first. The woman was created after, because the Lord said man should not be alone. So he should give her what? He should give him a helpmeet. That's what the woman is to be, a helpmeet. That's what the word woman is, a female servant. So she's supposed to be a servant. Now, I don't mean a servant where I'm going to whoop your ass and you do it. No, it's not like that. It's meaning a servant that you're meant to serve your man. You understand? So these women don't want to serve. They want you to serve them. They want you to come begging down to them. But the Lord said in the scriptures that I will make a new thing on the earth, that a woman shall compass a man. So in today's society, you have the women that pretty much rule shit. And it's really not even them. It's they damn pussy that running shit. You know? Because these men, they don't understand that you could go find another woman. Bro, the probability of a woman to a man in today's society is probably like 21 women to every man. So move on.
20 to 1.
Exactly. Move on. If this one don't appreciate, there's gonna be another one that will. But you realize that in this society, men like to share. They want the same woman that been ran through 100 times. Like, what the fuck? There's a million women out here, bro. Why do you want a woman that's been ran through a million times? You know what I'm saying? It's
no man wants that.
No way, but they act like they want it.
No, I don't think it's about what they want or how they act what they want. I think it's more about let's hope for the best.
Shit.
You
don't hope for the best with a harlot.
Like,
that shit you ain't gonna get.
It sounds real good. It sounds real simple, right?
Yeah. You don't hope the best, but listen, I my advice to men in days today: don't hope for the best for nothing with a woman. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm
not saying hope for the best. I'm not saying expect the best. Okay, what I'm saying is what you hope for from the inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I can walk around the street with random, like, fucking, like, randomly running 2-year-olds, like, hey. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, God.
Yeah, all I say is, listen, man, these women out of order out here in these days. You know what you use a woman for? You use her for a plaything and keep it moving. That's it. That's the best way to look at it, bro. I mean, because if you hoping to have great relationships, I'm not saying there ain't good women out there. There is. Yeah, I got a daughter.
Real talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a daughter.
Okay. So, is that what you want your kids growing up like? My father.
Well, I got a daughter, so that's all I have. My daughter, I teach her. I already teach her. When you have a man, you're supposed to be submissive unto your man. You treat your man right, he gonna treat you right. You looking for trash, you're gonna end up with trash. You treat your man like shit, you're gonna be treated like that. No, I'm just saying. I know you aren't. I know. I'm just talking to you. You know, that's how I teach my woman. That's how I teach my daughter, because I'm a spiritual man. So I do things according to the scriptures. All right. Now, back in the day when I was in the world, I probably would have gave her a different advice. But even then, I would have told her to let no man, disrespect you or anything like that. And I know what you're trying to say. You want to teach your kids the right way, but even that, you could teach your how many of our parents had taught us the right way and we went off.
I'm not trying to say what's right or wrong because I don't know. I'm out here like any other asshole. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm asking what's right or wrong. You get it? Well,
right will be according to scriptures. So if we asking what's right and wrong, wrong is when you're going against the scriptures, and right will be when you're doing what the scriptures tell you and with the laws.
Really,
you know what I'm saying? It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the thing is that wickedness is always going to overpower. Well, it doesn't overpower, but because there's so much wickedness around us, surrounding us, it's like this. You could teach your children to be a certain way, but when they're in school, they're tempted by what's around them at all times to do the wrong thing anyway, to go
Right.
against the word you
Right.
taught them. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
they'll end up going. Basically, society itself is going to cause you to go off, regardless of what your parents taught you was right. You understand? And that's the hardest part about this life, you know, to do the righteous thing, because we're so surrounded by wickedness and shit like that. You know, they have a certain mindset. The scriptures say in Isaiah 5:20, woe unto them that call good for evil, evil for good, bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter. So everything is backwards here. What is wrong, you get a pat on the back. What's right, they look at you like fucking, they're like, please throw him in jail. He's going off. You see? Because we're in a society where everything is ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to, it's hard to actually teach your kids to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And even these adults are fucking big ass kids, bro. They're like in their second childhood, basically. You know, these are adults that you tell them shit over and over again, and they still don't get it. It's like, are you serious? You're
not wrong, and I hate to admit that, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, I know. Because they are like little children, man. If you never grow up and you're still doing shit that you used to do when you were younger, you really never grew up. I don't give a shit if you're 100 years old. You never grew up. You're just a 100-year-old kid.
Let me ask you, like, where'd you grow up?
Huh? I grew up here, right here. Right here. 37 years, dog.
Huh?
37 years, right here.
Right in the heart of Lakewood.
Right here in the heart of Lakewood. I seen this place when there was no Amalekites out here, no Jews, no curls, no curls. I mean, I remember when it was just, I remember when it was just all those people you see on that chart right there. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I had them all out here. Now all you see Mexicans and these Jewish people, which these Jewish people are not they're not the real Hebrew Israelites. Those people that's on that chart. You on that chart? You on that chart? Where your father from?
Italy.
He from Italy? Yeah. So what is he? What, Sicilian?
My mom.
What ain't about your mom? Because this all goes back to your father's lineage. So whatever your father is, your father's Sicilian. So you might be an Israelite, because Sicilians are Israelites. You see?
You're not wrong.
So you might be. You might be.
You're not wrong. Because what I'm learning, a lot of my ancestors took Africans as slaves. Okay?
Well, Africans, we're not. Our people are not like the so-called blacks on this chart. They're not Africans, because Africans go back to Hamites. You understand? Now we did have Israelites that came out of West Africa, came this African way, and they're still out there.
The continent of
Africa. I see what you're saying.
North Africa. So my father, for example, is from Sicily.
Okay.
Sicily is what, 40 miles? I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how far.
Like the southern tip of Sicily is like, it's not far from northern, from Africa. So when my sister, she got her ancestry done, she was 9% African.
Okay.
This is my sister, bro.
Okay.
She's as white as a mother.
Okay.
So, I had a laugh, like no joke. I had a laugh, I'm like, what?
Hey, well, that's how it is in scriptures. Some of us look like these heathen nations, and we're not.
All kidding aside, like, if you want to go back to our roots, like, let's say, Daddy.
Well, point is this: you might be an Israelite. Some Sicilians are Israelites. Now,
Absolutely.
how far you would have to know. You would have to know by your father's lineage and things like that. You know. Now, if you was, they was carrying slaves and shit like that, hey, you might be a heathen. You know, if you a heathen, this word is not for you, and you're not on that chart. You know what I'm saying? But hey, who knows? At the end of the day, it's all about the Spirit beareth witness that we are the children of the Lord. You understand? It's all about how the word resonates with your spirit. You know, if some people hear this word and they're just ready to fucking fight, they're ready to start swinging. They don't like what's being said. Usually when they're like that, even if they look like one of these on the chart, so-called blacks or Hispanics, or if they don't like it, a lot of them be tares, because you had the so-called white man that went out there and raped our women, you know. So once the white man was getting in our women, you know, they were pretty much making tares, because it goes to your father's lineage. So that means that whatever those kids were, they might look like they're Israelites, they might look black, Hispanic, or anything like that, but they're not. They're straight Edomites. That's what the so-called white man is in the biblical, in the Bible. He's the Edomite, you know, going to the scripture. So, you know, they might look like that, and they might look like one of these, but they're really, you know, they're straight Edomites. And there's gonna be people that look white as hell, like you was just saying, your sister, if she's African, you know what I'm saying? And there was some of our people came out of yeah, I got you. Some of our people was coming out of West Africa. Some of our people are still in West Africa.
I want you to hear what I'm saying when I say that. Her mother is Italian, her father is Brazilian.
Okay.
Okay. 50-50.
Yeah. But it never goes 50-50 though. It's always to your father's lineage. It tells you that in Numbers 1 and 18. It goes by the pedigrees of the father. That's why in the Bible they'll always speak about lineages, and it's always mentioning men. You never see them mention women when it comes to lineage. Always men being, you know, spoken of, because it goes to the man's lineage. Like my father is from Nicaragua, so that would be, you know, Zebulon. That's why I'm from the south, Zebulon. You know? I used to say the same thing. Oh, well, my mom, I'm half Puerto Rican, half Nicaraguan. So nah, but once I read and, you know, I learned that it goes to your father's lineage, you no longer. So look at it this way: the man has the XY chromosome. That's why it goes to the actual man. That's why when you go on the birth certificate, what do they put? They put the man's last name, you know, because it's all about the father. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But you know, a lot of people don't like that. A lot of these people is like all about their mom and shit.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. All right, so you're saying 50-50. Your father is Nicaraguan?
Yep, from Nicaragua. But
what about your mom?
She's from Puerto Rico. But in all reality, they're both Israelites, because these are proverbs and bywords that the so-called white man gave us, you know, in the time of slavery, captivity. That's why we were called blacks or Hispanic. You know, when they say you're Latino, that's going from the time of the Spaniards and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That we're taking on their names. We're taking on their names and shit like that. You know? I get all that. But at the end of the day, like I said, you might be an Israelite, you might not. You know, if you're a heathen, the word ain't for you. No matter how much you want it to be. You know, and it's not a disrespect. It's just that's just the reality.
It's not a disrespect.
It's the reality of it.
It's a fact of.
It's a fact of the Bible.
Are you open to learning? Are you open?
Well, exactly. Well, that at the end of the day, Scripture say that this word shall go throughout the four corners of the earth, and then the end shall come. So whether these people like it or not,
I can easily shut my door and get on the bus.
Of course. But you want to learn something. Yeah, you're learning something new. Well, hey, there's people that are here that are straight. Man, I be talking to some of these Amalekites, these Jewish people, and no, there's most of them they hate it. There's some of them that actually they knew what the word was, and they can't do nothing about it. If they're a person that wants to learn, then learn something.
But that's no different than saying, like, you know what the word was. They know.
Oh, they know.
What they know is what they quote unquote know. Yeah, you can't change.
When you mention Africans, they're part of Ham. We are Shemites, the Israelites, so-called Caucasians. They come from Shem too, but none of them were the chosen people. Only Israel was the chosen people. So all these other countries, they come from Shem, which Shem, Ham, and Japheth came from Noah. I'm pretty sure you heard of Noah, the flood. You know that exactly. Well, that's how because only 8 people were saved, and that's how society was brought back forth again. So out of one of these 3, either Ham, Japheth, or Shem. That's where we come from Israel. Shemites.
So
time looking at those, man. You want to pull out any of those, you could. Let me see. The brother over here had. I wanted to read that. Yeah, Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women. That's one thing we should never do is give our strength unto women. You know, because these women are not to be the rulers, man. The men are the rulers. The Lord clearly said that in the beginning. Again, Genesis 3:16, that man shall rule over the woman. And he told her not to usurp authority over a man. So if you're giving your strength onto a woman, that means you're letting a woman rule over you. Nor thy ways which destroyeth kings. Yeah, because that's exactly what it's doing. By you letting a woman usurp authority over you, she's destroying you as a king. All right, and that's going into what? That's going into Jezebel spirits and shit like that. You know, Jezebel's out there trying to kill prophets, being a harlot. You know, taking over shit and running things. You know, that's the spirit that you don't want to be in with these women. That's right. What happened?
It's too common these days.
Yeah, that's right. This is Proverbs 6:25. It says, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. Yeah, that's how a lot of these men they get sucked right in. The beauty of a woman. You know, they be having all that makeup on and that makeup look good on them. You know, you be like, oh, you got beautiful eyes. That's how you get that's how you get pulled in.
Really is like that.
And then behind all that beauty,
funny, but I'm not kidding.
And behind all that beauty is what? Satan waiting for your ass. Satan waiting to take your ass.
Devil waiting.
Exactly. The devil wears Prada.
My man.
It says
God doesn't wear Gucci, but the devil wears Prada.
and the name of the Lord is Yahawah. And the name of his son is YAHAWAH'S, what the world ignorantly called Jesus. So you got people that say God and, you know, Jehovah or Allah or, you know, Yahweh, Yeshua, all that. That's all going off. The name of the Lord is Yahawah, which goes back to the Paleo Hebrew. You know, that's what the name of the Lord is. And how we know that, you know, there's many ways we know that, you know, but if you go to Zephaniah 3:9, it tells you that the Lord will turn to his people of a pure language. You know, what's that pure language? That pure language goes back to Hebrew, because Hebrew was the first language, you know, and all these other languages that are around us, they come from Hebrew, you know, because before you had the time of Nimrod, the whole world, the whole earth was in one speech, you know, one language, and that was in Hebrew. And then, you know, at the Tower of Babel, it was brought down, and that Tower of Babel goes into confusion, and that's when the confusion came of different languages, you know, and different languages were brought out, but Hebrew was still kept. It was kept onto a small remnant, you know, and it's been around this whole time, but because you got these devils, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. They hide those things from us. They don't want us to know that you know, what the truth is. They want our people to be, you know, left in darkness, continually sinning and doing wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, our people, it tells you that in Jeremiah 17:9, that our people will discontinue from their heritage. You know, so our people think they're Hispanic or black or, you know, Native American Indian, when they truly are the Hebrew Israelites of the scriptures, you know, but that's all being made manifest right now. It tells you that in Sirach 6:27, tells you that the truth that's been so long without fruit shall be declared, you know. So everything's been hidden for a long time, but through the spirit, you know, it was all going to be brought back, because it was destined to happen like that. We're pretty much playing a whole movie, and we're at the end of this movie. You understand? We had to lose ourselves to gain ourselves back, you know what I'm saying, later. And we lost our heritage because we forsake the Lord. You know? So we started going off and calling on these different names, God and Jesus and shit like that. You know, which, you know, like Jesus, how you know it's not the name, because J's weren't invented till like 1523, around there. You know, so J was never part of the alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of motherfuckers don't catch that.
Of course not, because people don't. A lot of people don't. You know, they don't make themselves. You know, they don't learn something.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it tells you that in the scriptures. Not in the scriptures, Salaki. You ever heard in the world where they say if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book? Well, that's the truth. You know, they put shit in books because our people won't fucking read. Our people's out here chasing broads and shit, you know, trying to get high all day. You know what I'm saying? Want to chase the $1 million dream. You know what I'm saying? They want to chase the things of this world. You know, so they never get to actually learn. But if you read, like the scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth, you'll learn something. You'll learn a lot if you read. You know, and that's pretty much.
Well, I don't do that.
You gotta read. Knowledge is power.
I just
you know?
learned. I just learned it's not my job to
As a matter of fact,
convince people to read.
if you look,
That's on them.
if you look at the schools today, it's like they don't even do reading no more in school, man.
Oh,
You know,
no.
what they give you a fucking tablet and they say go knock yourself out with
Go memorize.
yeah, go knock yourself out with a bunch of fucking LED lights that's gonna destroy your eyes, you know, and have your neck looking down all day, and then you wonder why at the age of 20 you walking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Parents
and
are
shit.
wondering why we're dealing with kids.
Exactly, because our kids are being made stupid because they don't teach them to read.
Bro,
See, when we was in
don't
school,
get me started with that.
when we was in school, what did we do? We went to the library, encyclopedias, we cited things.
This is my
learn.
problem. It's not
You know?
my kids that I'm dealing with. My stepkids.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, and that's what makes it hard. I'm like, no.
That's not your kids, huh? You
My
shouldn't.
stepkids.
You really shouldn't be taking care of other people's kids. let they own take care of them, man. You know, if you got kids, I hear what you're saying. You know, yeah. But you really shouldn't. You know, that's the thing with people, man. People, you know, people be quick.
I can say.
And I'm saying you.
I can say the same to the next guy.
Yeah. But you
My
really
kids-
should be. People should be taking their own responsibility of things. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And I'm not saying you, but you got a lot of people that'll go take care of kids, but they don't even know how to take care of their goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? They be doing shit just to impress a chick. Get some ass. Let me take care of your kids and I get some ass. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
That's that other shit.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, man. All right, man. You have a good night. You have a good night, bro. I'm about to wrap it up anyway, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. That's right. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 23. A wicked woman abated courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart, and a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Yeah, I was reading that before and I didn't finish it. Exactly. You know? Yeah, that's the spirit right there. 666. That's that wicked society around us. You probably can't see it. It's on the back of his tinted windows. You know what I mean? But I don't know, brother was an Israelite or not. You know, he was listening a little something. All right, but hey, we'll never know. It's gonna be a big surprise in these last days, man, when you realize who was an Israelite and who was not. There's a lot of people. You got a couple people that don't be really knowing the truth like that. They be thinking they know something, but they'll see somebody that look like that, be like, nah, that's an Edomite. Why you fucking with him? You never know. That might be a true Hebrew Israelite. Just like when you got brothers out there trying to make these Edomites kiss their toes and lick the dust off their feet, you stupid, because that might be an Israelite. You know, Apostle Tahar goes into that all the time, man. So you never know. People might look like these other nations, but they are our people. You know, and some of these people, a lot of these people look like Israelites and they fucking tares, man. You're not going to know until that time. All right. But yeah, going back into these women, I'm about to be wrapping it up anyway. That's right. Sirach 3 and 9. That's a fire scripture. For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children. Woo. So I got to write that one in my notes. But the curse of the mother rooteth out. Woo. Foundation. That's fire right there. I've heard it before, but I haven't heard that one in a minute. That's right, though. You see? So it goes back to your father's lineage, you know? Women, it don't got nothing to do with the woman, you know? And women get mad when you tell them that shit. Well, I gotta say so. I had the baby. You're like, yeah, we understand that. But it still came from us. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones that's dropping the seeds, you know? That's why we could take 100 women, right? We could take 100 women, have sex with them, 100 different women, and have all of them pregnant. but you one man, that's it. You gotta wait 9 months. I mean, not even, probably like 11 months, almost a whole damn year for you to come back and pop another one with your man. We could just drop seed all over the place, man, because it's all about the Father, man. The Father's what creates the seed, and then the Father's what, like the brother said, establishes the houses, man. They're gonna always go back to your father's lineage. You know what I'm saying? That DNA pretty much probably gonna go back to your father every time. You know what I'm saying? But yep. Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's right. That's what that, as a matter of fact, that goes into what's train go up into I believe it goes into Enoch, I mean, which goes into a learned man, Hanak, you know. But that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be training our children to the best of our ability to go in the right way, you know. And it is hard. Like I was telling the guy, you know what I'm saying? It's real hard because they're so surrounded around wickedness that you be teaching them the right way, and somehow fucking Satan get at them, you know. And I forgot if a brother could put it up. There's a scripture where it tells you that you do wickedness during your youth, you know, because usually when you're young, that's when you're gonna do most of your wickedness, you know. But when as you get older, you realize that, you know, that what's going on? What's going on? Most of us is, you know, when we get older, that's when we realized we were going off. We were doing, you know, the wrong thing. That's how we came into the truth. When we really used our knowledge and looked at it and just, you know, I had the discernment and said, damn, yo, I thought I was doing righteous the whole time, and I was really going off according to the scripture. See, if you didn't have experience and you were young, you might have not, you probably not gonna think like that, you know. But the experience is what you know got you to know that, damn, I was going off. So it is hard to keep your kids in line. But the scriptures say that if the head of the household, right, the head of the household being in order, the whole house gonna be in order. You see, that's why it's important for the man, all right, the head of the house, because that's what it goes into. All right, the man is the what? The master of the house, which I forgot what word is that in the word etymology online. What is it? The husbandman. That's what it is, or the husband. It's either husbandman or husband, but that's what husband is, the master of the house. And I believe the husbandman goes into tiller of the soil, you know, because we plant our seed, we plant our rod, and the woman, you know, we plant the seed and, you know, make the kids grow and all that. But if a whole man be in line with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, his whole house is going to be in order, man. All right. If you're not in order with the Lord, forget about it. Your house is going to be a cuckoo's nest, man. It's going to be a whole lot of fucking crazy ass activity going in your home, you know. See, I have no control of my daughter because I don't live with my daughter, even though I wish I could, because her mother sucks. Her mother damn Edomite. Her mother got that fucking, well, I don't know if she Edomite, but she a heathen, you know, but she got that heathen mentality. You know what I'm saying? She got that heathen mentality, and all she talks about is oh, here it is, my daughter 12 years old, and she'll just say some dumb shit like, oh, well, you know, I give her options. And no, what the fuck, she 12 years old? How the hell does she get an option? I ain't even get an option at 12 years old. I ain't get options till I was about 16 years old. I mean, so for a woman to even think like that's that woman shit right there. All right. Already teaching the kid young, you know, her daughter to, you know, you could run shit. Horrible. But of course, she's always fighting. My daughter's always basically fighting that side, because here it is that I'm always trying to put her in line, and she don't like it when I try to put her in line and teach her the right things, you know, because they much rather do the wickedness and the stupidity that's out there in life, you know, because I'm not that father anymore that likes to, you know, celebrate this and celebrate that, you know. Now they look at you different, you know, which was a big change for my daughter, you know. And I told my daughter around 10 years old, you know, about the truth, you know, 9 going into 10, but yeah, 10 years old. And, you know, believe I heard the couple brothers say that you want to teach them around 12. You teach them real young too, but they really at their right state of mind around 12. You know what I'm saying? Because according to scriptures, 12 and 13 is when they become that man and that woman. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably the best time to tell her. But hey, the spirit was put on me to teach my daughter at 10 years old, so she knows what's going on. She knows what's up. She knows her mom's a fucking heathen. You know, but being around this society, man, is always going to be a fight because you're trying to teach them right, but you got their friends that be messing them all up in their heads, and her friends are all heathens and shit. So they doing heathen shit. You know, so it's hard. Let me see what brother got here. Yep, that's what it was. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I become a man, I put away childish things. That's right. That's right. Because yeah, you know, when you were when you're a child, you're easily vulnerable to do wickedness. Temptations is easily right in front of your face to do something you're not supposed to, especially when it's something that your parents taught you not to do. You ever realize that your parents told you not to do that shit and you did it anyway? Just because you was experimenting with it. You know what I'm saying? And yo, my tooth keep rubbing on the side of my tongue. That shit's like cutting my tongue. But yeah, so you know, you'll end up going off of, you know, because you're over there trying to experiment with things. You know, but as you get older, that's when you put the childish things away. That's what I was telling them before. You even got these fucking grown ass adults they're basically childs. They're children, grown ass children, man, that never grew up in their second childhood. You know, because they never sat down and had the time to really say to themselves, yo, like it's time for me to grow up. You know, so you stay stuck in a child life for the rest of your days, man. Out here trying to chase a high or trying to chase something that you was doing so young ago. You know, it's horrible. All right, but hey, I'm pretty much ended there because been out here 3 hours. The water for the precepts your brothers was going in. I was trying to get into the rest of, you know, going into these women, but brother kept looking around like he wanted to ask something. He moved from over there to over here, then he moved over here, like right there in front of me, and I knew he was gonna say something. But hey, whether heathen or Israelite, that word had to go out for a reason through the spirit. So, you know, they either take heed of it or they don't. If not, let's just say he was an Israelite. If he was an Israelite, he didn't take heed of the word. There you go. You go back to your 2/3. You go back to the 2/3 and make judgment continue to, you know, reign on them, man, because we need you 2/3 to start getting, you know, put down. You know, because the more you getting put down, the more the more we know that we're in the full effect of Jacob's trouble. Because Jacob's trouble is for you 2/3. Simple. All the death and torture and all that shit that's gonna be going on in Jacob's trouble is for this 2/3. Yeah, we're gonna go through these things and we're gonna see these things and we might be put to the test, might be thrown in prison, we might become martyrs, all that. But you know, as long as we continue to keep doing righteous, man, there's gonna be a righteous crown waiting for us. But you 2/3, you're gonna fucking feel, you know, Salak, I don't even want to say it like that. You're gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord's not gonna give it to you easy. He gonna just put a bullet in your head and that's it. Nah, hell no. He gonna make you feel his wrath. You gonna feel the burn, you know, you're gonna feel the torture. All right, the Lord has control. To him belong the issues of death. So he could put you almost to death and keep your ass alive and put you into another scenario and, you know, almost die there and keep you still alive all the way to the missiles, man. Horrible. So you got to fear the Lord, you know. But hey, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim La, Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom, the Water Brothers for the precepts, the Water for tuning in. May Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai continue to bless you, brothers, all right, and your few sisters. Keep fighting the good fight of faith and enduring as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai. Bob Ball, DTA soon. Shalom, shalom.